Welcome to Bowling Spring Lakes on the campus of South Brunswick High School for our 2021-22 regular season finale senior night here at South Brunswick. And guess what? The Cougars are welcoming fierce county rival West Brunswick from Charlotte. The West starters being announced as we speak. Jay, I tell you, we got here in plenty of time for the second half of the JV boys game. That got my juices flowing. I'm ready.
Yeah, that was a 32-29 victory for West. They made a nice little comeback in the fourth quarter to get that win, but a very exciting game. This is an electric atmosphere here tonight, Sam. It's senior night. It's a packed gym. We couldn't hardly find a parking place, and it should be one heck of a doubleheader.
And Jay, this is a West Brunswick team that has just been snake-bitten lately. Last Friday at North Brunswick, had a furious fourth quarter rally, fell a little bit short, rebounded Tuesday, played excellent in the first three quarters against New Hanover, and Andrea Schufert and the Wildcats just staged a fourth quarter rally and beat the Trojans by 6. Jay, West Brunswick was 10-5 overall, 4-4 in league play. Since that time, they've lost 5 straight and just losing some close games, had some breaks go against them. Trojans looking to get back on track tonight, but South Brunswick will have something to say about that.
Well, and South looking to get on track too, Sam. They've lost 8 games in a row, and their most recent loss earlier this week, a tough one to North Brunswick by a 46-44 score. So when these two teams played earlier in the season, West won 46-27. In that game, Jamelia Hill had 14. Tootie had 14. Monty Vaught had 11. And for South Brunswick, Brooke Moore had 10. So lots of seniors here tonight on both of these teams. You're going to see a good game between a lot of 12th graders.
And, Jay, for these seniors, it's always an emotional night. This will be the last regular season high school basketball game they ever play. Tootie Hill drives for West, tried to kick it over to Zamaria Seiler. It was knocked out of bounds, and possession will stay with the Trojans. Jay, talk about an emotionally charged week for the South Brunswick kids. They've played North and South. They're two county rivals here 48 hours apart.
Yeah, back-to-back. That's in one way, easy get up, and another way, pretty tough one. There's Fitzhugh doing what she does inside.
Yep, grabbed an offensive rebound, went up for the putback. Seiler with a heads-up play, got her hands in there, slapped it away, and in a tie ball situation will keep possession with the Cougars. That was South Brunswick's number 2, Tiana Swain, on the three-point attempt, and it looked like it was halfway down and then just rattled out. South Brunswick in their home all-whites. West Brunswick in the all-black uniforms again. As my partner stated, West Brunswick winners when these two teams met earlier in the season. Logan Fitzhugh, Summer Rainwater, Tiana Swain, Brooke Moore, and Joe Mann for South. Haley Woodard, Zamaria Seiler, Morgan Bellamy, Gracie Elmore, and Jamelia Tootie Hill, the starters for the Trojans. No blood, Jay. 7:15 left in the opening frame. 1 turnover for each team.
Tootie Hill leads West Brunswick in so many categories, 11 points, 9 boards, a couple of assists, a couple of steals. She's had one heck of a senior season for Coach Kevin Holland.
Entry pass into Tootie Hill. We were shielded. She got it back out. Elmore thought about it briefly. Now Elmore and Seiler ended up in the same spot.
Yeah, good defense by Brooke Moore.
There's a look. Seiler, bingo from the corner. West strikes first.
Z. Seiler, one of those seniors, knocks down to 3, averages about 7 points a game.
Jay, did you catch what happened there, partner? Oh, we had a stoppage. There's a wet spot over in the corner near the South Brunswick bench.
Who's our officials tonight, Sam?
Jay, we got head referee Brian Ahmad, Jeff Hibbert, and Rodney Beatty, the officiating crew. Fortunately for these guys, there was a separate crew that did the JV game, so this crew has an easy night with just 2 varsity games that'll be back and forth.
And you know what? The officials really go under the radar. I mean, these guys and gals who officiate and do it so well here in the Brunswick County, New Hanover County, and Pender County, all around in the league. So hats off to them.
And Jay, we need officials, don't we?
Yeah, there's a shortage right now, and it can impact some games.
And it has, in fact, in North Carolina. There have been postponements and cancellations due to a lack of officials. So sign up your friends, folks. Fitzhugh trying to get South into its offense. Tie ball situation. Morgan Bellamy forces the tie up, and this time the possession arrow favors the Trojans. Jay, tell me about West Brunswick point guard, a 10th grader, number 5, Haley Woodard.
She's a good one now and is going to get even gooder, as they say, over time, averaging 5 points, 4 assists, but she kind of runs the attack out there, and when she's on the floor, West is a much better team.
Good entry pass from Zamaria Seiler into Tootie Hill. Hill was fouled on the shot attempt, and she'll go to the charity stripe for a pair.
So Tootie Hill, what a great career she has had at West Brunswick as she knocks down the first of 2 from the free throw line this year. Hill shooting 55%. She has now made 38 of 68 charity throws, make it 39
of 69 now. Jay, I wanted to piggyback on your point about Haley Woodard. And folks, I don't say this to embarrass the young lady. As a matter of fact, quite the opposite. When we had West at North last Friday night, Jay, when the final buzzer sounded, and it was a dramatic finish, man, from the top of the key, or the free throw line, no good. Tootie Hill with a strong rebound. When the final buzzer sounded, Woodard just, Jay, it was like instantly when the final horn sounded, there were tears coming down Woodard's face. I mean, you could tell the loss just hurt her, really, really affected her. And I guess for me personally, it just restored faith, not that I lost it, but, to see that competitive spirit for someone her age was just a really nice sight to see.
Yeah, that's well said, Sam, and you could probably apply that to all these kids out here tonight. They all want to win. Look at Rainwater.
Oh, made a great drive, just couldn't get the shot to fall. Offensive rebound and a putback by number 24, Joe Mann, fell short. And Mann and Tootie Hill were tied up. Possession arrow favors the Cougars, so South Brunswick maintains possession. And Brian Ahmad gets in there and tries to stop the extracurricular stuff early in the game.
Not quite sure Tootie agreed with what was going on. Had her say, and Brian let her do it. That's a good inbound
out-of-bounds play. Yep.
Yeah, by South Brunswick. They're coached by first-year coach Allison Brown.
And Swain will go to the line for 2 for South Brunswick. The Cougars looking for their first points of the evening.
Swain
knocks in the first.
Averaging 3.5 points, 1.6 rebounds. She shoots 35% from the free throw line.
Brooke Moore very nearly corralled the offensive rebound for South Brunswick, but couldn't quite save it before it went out of bounds. 5:12 left in the first quarter. West Brunswick 5, South Brunswick 1. Woodard's got it in the corner, drives baseline, lost it, and Fitzhugh comes away with the steal for South Brunswick. Jay, when play goes down to that corner, I'm blinded.
Yeah, Allison, Coach Brown setting a pretty good screen for us.
No doubt.
Nice drive.
Nice drive and finish off the glass for number 14, Brooke Moore. First bucket of the game for South. We got a 2-point game, 4:45 left in the first.
Brooke Moore, one of those many, many seniors on this team. I think they're all seniors except for one player.
Seiler, that's a good look drive and dish to Tootie Hill. Hill's got 4 to lead all scores. The West Brunswick lead back to 4. Trojans lead 7-3.
Yeah, and you see why Seiler averages 3 assists per game. That was a beautiful dime.
And Jay, last Friday we saw Tootie Hill miss a couple of those that have become, all the automatic for her. I'm sure that'll give her confidence seeing one of those drop early in the game as number 14, Brooke Moore, was fouled on her way to the hoop.
Tell you what, Brooke Moore off to a good start tonight. She had a basket the last trip down, a good drive to the bucket this time, and she's going to go to the line and shoot a pair.
Moore trying to make it a one-possession game, and she does just that. Nothing but nylon. Jay, she's a right at a 50% foul shooter. But she sure looked comfortable on that one.
Yeah, Joe Mann leads his team in scoring and in rebounding. You see her grab an offensive board there.
Jay, that is the fourth tie ball situation in the first 3 minutes and 52 seconds. This one goes to the Trojans. Elmore and Tootie Hill were right there as the ball came off the rim, and I think both of them thought the other one was going to grab it. Reminds me of old Skip Prosser saying, when the ball goes up, pretend it's got a note on it that says, to whom it may concern. Tootie Hill getting in a nice rhythm early. Turnaround, baby, hook, good. She's got 6, and West Brunswick leads 9-4.
Yeah, Tootie may have had a problem last week at North getting the ball to drop in, but not so far here tonight at South.
Rainwater working against Woodard over to Joe Mann. Brooke Moore had thought about it, but she drives.
She's going to pick up another foul.
Yep, that's, I believe, Elmore's. Nope. Jay, that's 2 on Morgan Bellamy, if I'm not mistaken.
And if it is, she may get a rest.
I think Monty Vaught, number 13, checking into the game. No, Vaught coming in for Elmore, actually. So, Jay, I'll see if I can confirm that. I believe that was the second foul charge to Morgan Bellamy. I thought live that it was going to be credited to Elmore, but we'll check on that for you. Seiler got her hands in the passing lane. Couldn't come up with a steal. West Brunswick ends up with it anyway. Monty Vaught scoops it up for the Trojans.
Monty made the right move there. Get the ball to the ball handler and Bellamy.
That's right. And then they found Tootie Hill alone in the post. Shot around the rim and in, plus the harm. Tootie Hill with a fast start in the opening half of the first quarter. Jay, that's 8 already, a chance to make it 9.
Too sweet tonight in the first quarter. Rainwater.
Number 10, Jaden Akers-Bryant into the game for the first time for South. Good looking guard for the Cougars. Jay, I don't remember Akers-Bryant playing a whole lot when we had him against Topsail a few weeks ago, but she is a had some speed there on that dribble drive. A nice weapon off the bench for Coach Allison Brown. And great shoes to boot.
Yeah, looks pretty comfortable handling the ball outside. Going to get some pressure.
Nearly lost it. Corralled it near the midcourt logo. Bellamy's got to be careful out there, Jay Bird. Morgan Bellamy comes up with a steal. South Brunswick a little disheveled on that offensive possession. They got Vaught alone. Good head fake. Shot is up. No good. Vaught went to grab her own offensive rebound, and it was knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. So West, with an 11-4 lead, maintains possession. 2.5 minutes left in the opening frame. Vaught fires. Oh! Hit the front iron and rimmed out. Akers-Bryant with the board for the Cougars, hands it off to Rainwater.
Cougars need to get a good possession here and end up with a good shot. Last couple of times down, a little disheveled, as you said, Sam, and another turnover.
Bellamy's got it. Picked up her dribble over to the corner. She walked with it, partner. Nope. 3-second violation called against, was either against Tootie Hill or Monty Vaught, and Gracie Elmore is checking into the game for Morgan Bellamy.
You know, you don't see 3 seconds called as much as you used to, Sam.
Nope.
And I'm not sure why. Maybe the kids just, move a little better. Maybe it's not a point of emphasis. I don't know. Probably a combination of things.
And, Jay, the game is spread out more.
Yeah.
It's evolved some where, a lot of that 5 out or 4 out, 1 in.
Yeah, open up the middle. That's a good point, too, yeah. West looks like they're in a little zone look this time.
Yep, switched up defenses on about a minute and a half left. Rainwater just steps into a three, and it was dead on line. Wow. And a great hustle play by Brooke Moore to save it into Akers Bryant.
Moore's having a real nice first quarter.
Another turnover. Jay, here she comes. Tootie Hill's going to try and take it all the way. Off the glass and in. Tootie Hill, a monster first quarter here in Bowling Spring Lakes. She's got 10 of West Brunswick's 13 points, and the Trojans, Jay, maybe taking out about 3 weeks worth of frustration and a 5-game losing streak on the Cougars here in the opening 7 minutes.
Well, clearly they're off to a real good start here tonight with the 13-4 lead, and most of them because of Jamelia Tootie Hill, who's got 10, Sam. But yeah, West is, as you were saying, they've lost 5 games in a row, but they've been in a number of them, right? And
thanks, partner.
We were a little technical issue between Sam and I with pens and pencils, but
we're ready now.
I think
partner.
We got it straightened out.
We're ready now.
No.
My pencil was struggling there. As always, Jay makes me look good, comes to my rescue. Oh, a little slippage.
Wet spot.
Jay, we got a little moisture problem out here. I noticed right before right after the opening tip, West Brunswick head coach Kevin Holland was pointing out a spot near the west bench to a referee. Yeah. We had one down in the opposite corner. And then Akers Bryant just completely lost her footing in between the top of the key and the left wing. Well, so timeout on the floor. Jay, there's a lot of people in here.
There's a heck of a lot of people here tonight.
A lot of moisture.
I think it was had to be close to 60 degrees today outside. It was a really beautiful day in Brunswick County. So anyway, we'll, as you can see, getting a pretty good shined up job out there right now.
Jay, we got the conference tournament next week.
Yeah, so I hear.
So we'll do this again during the boys contest, but I know you had your league standings. We were looking through those a little earlier. Going to be real tough on the girls' side for someone to challenge Hoggard in the conference tournament. The Vikings are undefeated in league play. Jay, 20-3 overall. We know the job that head coach Bubakar all does with the Vikings. But listen, Laney, Topsail, and New Hanover, 3 quality high school basketball teams. That's 1 through 4. It's going to be a fun week at BCC.
I hope folks in the area, whether you support any of these teams during the season or not, get a chance to go to BCC next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They alternate guys and the girls, and it's just a great week of high school basketball, and then showcasing all the kids and the teams in the Mid-East Conference.
Man tried to get the pass in, had a cutter open briefly, but the pass was deflected, and West came up with a steal. Elmore's alone. She can hit that. That one too strong. Tootie Hill with the offensive rebound. Now Woodard's going to fire. Bingo! Haley Woodard from the top of the key. Her first points. The Trojan lead is 12 at 16-4.
Boy, Haley doesn't take a lot of shots, but she's a pretty good shooter when she does.
That one misses. Monty Vaught with a strong defensive rebound right there. Man, great hands and good toughness.
Amani is a tough kid around that glass. And that's going to be a block.
Yep, I believe our referee, Mr. Rodney Beatty, got that one right, partner.
And Brooke Moore, I was commenting on her being pretty active here in the first quarter. She took a pretty good shot there. So I think she was coming out anyway, but Cassidy Lewis going to give her a break.
Yeah, that's insult to injury there, Jay. Took a shot and was charged with a defensive foul.
Lewis comes in and makes a steal.
That's going to end the quarter. Woodard picked up Rainwater with some full court defense, and South was unable to get off a desperation heave. All Trojans in the opening 8 minutes. West Brunswick's girls trying to finish the regular season with a victory. against their rival Cougars after 8 minutes of game action. West Brunswick leads South Brunswick 16-4. Stay right here with us on Focus Broadband. And we're back for the start of the second quarter. West Brunswick leading by 12. Still in the first half here from Bowling Spring Lake on Focus Broadband. West Brunswick and South Brunswick, county rivals, facing each other in the regular season finale. Packed gym, Jay. You usually don't see this crowd, roll in until late in the girls' game or the start of the boys' game, but it's packed already tonight. Senior night makes a difference, Sam. Seiler with the steal, layup off the glass and in. Seiler's in this, got 5. Sorry, she hit a 3 in the first quarter, Jay, and then it's that layup, and the Trojans have their biggest lead of the night at 14, 18-4.
Yeah, if you're Kevin Holland, you love the way West has come out here tonight and jumps to a big early lead. You want to assert yourself early, and certainly the Trojans have done that here.
Rainwater cuts. Oh, Jay, they left her. She can shoot it.
She can.
Oh, just inside the three-point line, so it's a two-pointer for Summer Rainwater. Just the second field goal for South Brunswick, and then, Jay, South's defensive pressure forces a turnover with the throwaway. So 18-6 now in favor of West, but South with a little momentum after Rainwater's made jumper and then the Trojan turnover.
When she was really close to a three-point shot that time, something that Summer can do. She's been playing varsity basketball, and that's
Jay,
a double dribble. She got away with it. Good for her.
Exactly, yep. Picked up her dribble and then pounded it into the hardwood again. But the angle she was at, there was no way for
I think the official knows.
Yeah.
Hey, look, sometimes you get them right, sometimes you don't. You just keep playing. Rainwater, Sam, did she play on varsity when she was a freshman?
I do believe so.
I do too. She's been playing. Looky here.
Mid-range jumper number 35, Cassidy Lewis. She buries it. A 4-0 spurt for West Brunswick, and it's an 18-8 ball game for South Brunswick, rather.
South showing a little half-court pressure, falls back into the zone, and a little bit of a hop in their step.
I don't know how Woodard got that shot up to the rim. I think the foul was called on the floor.
Yeah, it's on Fitzhugh.
Yep, against Fitzhugh.
Logan, she's a fun.
Jay, it was called a shooting foul, yep.
Yeah, fun kid to watch is Logan Fitzhugh. I bet you at the end of the game when you're looking at bruises and burns on your knees and elbows and legs, I would say Logan may have her fair share because she does a lot of the things out there a lot of other kids don't like to do. Which
she is scrappy.
She's scrappy, yeah.
Woodard misses the first. Her second attempt is up, and a rainbow free throw drops through. Woodard has 4. She hit a 3 in the opening frame, adds a free throw there. The lead back to 11. West Brunswick 19, South Brunswick 8. Oh, a good cut. Elmore gets in there and grabs the defensive rebound. And Bellamy comes away with it for the Trojans, gets it over to Woodard. Boy, what a luxury it is for Coach Kevin Holland to have Woodard, Bellamy, and Seiler all capable ball handlers.
Yeah, you can't have enough ball handlers. Just can't,
Here comes Seiler. A running jump shot, knocked out of her hands and out of bounds.
Wow. Akers Bryant playing a little bit like Kobe Bryant that time with a real nice defensive effort.
Brianna Leonard checking into the game for the first time for West Brunswick. She came in for Elmore.
She had some good minutes last week at North.
Oh, a good steal. Cassidy Lewis just read that one the whole way like a free safety. Came away with the steal. Tootie Hill, that was right.
Yeah.
He got it right. She knew it immediately, tipped it
Tootie.
off of a South player and out of bounds. It'll be West ball.
Tootie that time made a great play and a great call, right?
Jay, a little 2-2-1 pressure by the Cougars.
Well, I'll show you something different. West handled it pretty well.
Exceptionally well, and then Seiler buries a jumper from the baseline. Seiler, who averages 6.7 a game, has 7 already, and the lead is 13, 21-8 in favor of the Trojans.
You know, Seiler has a real pretty shot, good stroke.
Fitzhugh takes it in, fouled by Hill. Yep.
There you go, banging away. She's got no business inside, right? She's not the tallest player, far from, in fact, probably the shortest player on the court right now. But, man, she's a tough kid, uses her body, gets inside, and for that she's going to be rewarded with a couple of free throws.
And, Jay, this goes to something we were talking about before the game as Fitzhugh knocks in the first. You know, good things happen when you don't turn it over and you get a field goal attempt up. Talk to us about South Brunswick's inability, if you will, to get shots up and at the goal this year.
Yeah, you know, I was looking at the numbers today, and it occurred to me, I saw the total shots on the year that South Brunswick has taken, and I did the quick math, and it turns out they only take 36 shots a game. Now, it's a 32-minute game, so that's, you know, about 1 shot a minute, and if you're only shooting once a minute, unless you're shooting really good, you're going to have a lot of problems scoring points, and that's been one of the deficiencies for the Cougs this year, only averaging 32 points a game.
So, Jay, on the flip side of the coin, just for a reference point, West Brunswick's numbers were what you were telling me?
There's 55 shots per game, and they averaged 14 points a game more. So, you know, if you're not going to shoot a lot of shots, you better be real proficient, efficient with those shots, right?
Lost. Oh, I didn't think she had her dribble, but I was clearly wrong.
You know, you need to have some volume shooters, right? Some kids that are just able to throw them up. Rainwater, long pass.
Layup up and in. A good look from Summer Rainwater to number 35, Cassidy Lewis. Lewis has 4 in the second quarter, and the West Brunswick lead is 10.
You know, Lewis has come in, a couple of steals, 2 buckets, really playing well.
Boy, Tootie Hill is having herself a night. That's 12 already, and the lead back to 12.
Toot sweet tonight, Tootie Hill.
I tell you, she has just been fantastic.
Yeah, she's got to get some, I would think, some votes when they start looking at the all-conference teams.
No doubt about it. Oh, Seiler, that's a great play by Seiler. Got just enough of it.
Man, had the right idea.
Oh, South was fortunate. There was a foul called on the floor. Seiler found Hill alone under the basket, and Hill put it in, but it was after the whistle. Jay, each team with 5 team fouls, so a couple fouls away on each side from shooting free throws on non-shooting fouls. And there's going to be the 6th foul, that one against number 24, Joe Mann, as West was trying to get it in to Tootie Hill.
You know, like the way Tootie came to the ball that time, Sam, presented herself as a target for Woodard and drew the foul. So another excellent play. Doesn't show up in the box score so much, but a great play by Hill. Got to come to the ball.
Yeah.
That time we did not.
West turns it over, and a smart play by Brooke Moore to wait for her point guard. Now Moore's going to drive. Had the shot blocked, but she was fouled on the attempt, and Brooke Moore will go to the line for a pair for the Cougars.
And Brooke Moore, one of those many, many seniors on this South Brunswick team. She's had a real nice season, Sam. 7 points, 4 boards, just under 1 assist a game.
Jay, remember Nija Bryant for South Brunswick?
I sure do.
You know, I was thinking tonight, Tootie Hill's probably so excited to play against South and not see 6'3" Nija Bryant up there swatting shots away.
Makes a difference, don't it?
Sure does. Boy, she was quite a player.
She was indeed.
Moore trying to salvage a split. She does just that. And South Brunswick's had an effective quarter offensively with 8 points here in the second frame, just trying to inch a little closer. Cougars trail by 11. Oh, Woodard took it all the way, unselfishly gave it up, and Leonard missed the free throw. Fortunately for the Trojans, it bounced right back to Morgan Bellamy, who lays it up and in, her first bucket of the night. Trojans lead by 13.
How many high school sophomores like Woodard are going to give up that shot?
One, her.
Yeah. Man, that's just that's a basketball IQ play there for Haley Woodard.
And Jay Leonard makes that shot, probably 99 times out of 100.
Yeah.
But do you think just overall, not just so much right there, but overall, do you think Woodard could be a little more selfish?
Well, I bet as she matures next year, a lot of those seniors that make such a difference for West Brunswick will be gone, and Haley will be carrying a bigger offensive load, I'm sure.
Jay, I think that may be the 7th team foul against West Brunswick, which will send Summer Rainwater to the line for the front end of a 1-and-1.
Ms. Rainwater, 59% from the free throw line.
Oh, gosh, that was halfway down. Boy, Cassidy Lewis has given them excellent minutes in the first half tonight. Oh, a good rebound by Leonard. She just stuck her right hand out, and the ball is like glued to it.
Jeez, who whiz, Brianna.
Oh, Seiler.
Get some time rebounding like that.
Thought Seiler had an open lane to the basket there, but got it back to Bellamy. West Brunswick's going to reset its offense. Elmore, she's alone, missed it to the right. South Brunswick with the rebound, ahead to Cassidy Lewis. She's going to try to take it all the way. Her layup no good. Great hustle by Brooke Moore. Moore tied up. That shot misses. Oh, Woodard and Swain collide. Woodard comes away with it. She's got a lane to the basket. And Rainwater chases it down, blocks her, not out of bounds, partner.
Give it up.
Here comes South the other way to Brooke Moore. And a good job of hustling back on the defensive end by Brianna Leonard to knock that away and save a layup.
Boy, in that up and down sequence, you saw a lot of great hustle from both teams.
Sure did.
Rainwater getting back and Brianna Leonard getting down, and wow, both these kids really working. Our teams were really working hard.
Jay, to steal one from Dan Fouts and the Water Boy. Last game of the season, Brent. You can't hold anything back.
Amen and amen.
Ooh, Woodard almost got caught with her hand in the cookie jar there, but did not commit the foul. 37 seconds left in the first half. West leading by 13. Swain's got it on the left wing, works it over to Cassidy Lewis, who fires it back to the top of the key to Rainwater. Game clock down to 25 seconds here in the second quarter. Oh, a good cut by Rainwater. Couldn't get the shot to go. Ball ends up back in the hands of Brooke Moore, and then Leonard wrestles it away. Rainwater commits a foul, and Jay, that's going to send West all the way to the other end for the front end of a 1-and-1.
Yeah, once again, a pretty good set that time by South. They ended up with a couple of decent shots and an offensive rebound, but just could not connect. So we'll walk it back down the other end, as Sam said, and we'll take a look at Brianna Leonard, senior.
Leonard's free throw off the mark. Now South's going to get another chance out of bounds on a Monty Vaught. So South will get a shot. 14 seconds left before halftime to trim into this Trojan lead.
Yeah, and you say, gosh, 13 down, how big can this bucket be? Well, it could be real important. You could cut into the lead and you go into the locker room with a little bit of momentum.
Game clock running down, partner.
Not
Brooke Moore had it. lost it nearly out of bounds. Seiler comes away with a steal, and that will conclude the opening 16 minutes. West Brunswick outscores South Brunswick 25-12 in the first half. The Trojans outscored South by 1 point in the second quarter, and the visiting Trojans take a 25-12 lead into the halftime break. And we'll hope you'll stay right here with us on Focus Broadband for the second half. We're almost set for the start of the second half between 3A county rivals West Brunswick and South Brunswick. Tonight we're in Boiling Spring Lakes on the campus of South Brunswick High School. Jay, West Brunswick with an authoritative start to the ball game, had a 16-4 lead after a quarter. Then South Brunswick really settled down, played a much more competitive second quarter. But West Brunswick and primarily Tootie Hill and Zamaria Seiler outscored South Brunswick 19-12 in the first half, and just the two of those players. So South has some work to do to crawl back into this one.
Yeah, they do, and they're going to have to try to, not only be a little more proficient offensively, but they're going to have to lock West down offensively as well. So see what they can do here in the second half.
Bellamy swings it to Elmore. That shot misses. And South Brunswick's Joe Mann corrals the defensive rebound. Mann averages 8 boards a game. What a nice season she's had, Jay. 7.6 points per game and 8 rebounds. Very close, near averaging a double-double.
Yeah, and one of the reasons South having some problems tonight is that Joe has not scored yet, Sam. And she, as you said, she averages about 8 points a game, and she was held scoreless in the first half.
Jay, no idea how that shot didn't fall. Elmore thought about it and then passes it back over to Seiler. Her shot attempt misses badly.
Well, you talk about a run-in one-hander.
Yeah, that had Magic Johnson from the Garden written all over it.
Seiler hopped up, though. That's good.
Oh, smart play by Haley Woodard to save that ball before it went out of bounds. I just love watching her play.
I do too. I like, dribbling up the court, keeping her head
look.
up. There you go.
I think, maybe a frustration foul there. It was a great cut. Looked like maybe she lost it on the way up.
I'm not sure. She would. Look, when you're coaching, you just want them to take good shots. That clearly was a good shot.
Best one you can take there.
Yeah, and just not able to convert. But gosh, you really like the play off the ball by Woodard and the nice dish.
6:35 left in the third quarter. West leads 25-12 here on Focus Broadband. Fitzhugh, Mann, Rainwater, Moore, and Swain for the Cougars. Seiler, Bellamy, Woodard, Hill, and Elmore, the starters of the second half, same as the game's West opening starters tonight.
That's nice defense by Tootie. She's had a good offensive game this evening, but credit her defense as well.
Gracie Elmore from distance.
So
Elmore's first bucket of the game. She can shoot it from out there, folks.
And she's struggled from the three all year. She was 11 for 72, but gosh, we've watched her since she was a freshman. And if one thing Gracie can do is shoot the three, and if she can somehow get things solved in the next, couple of games, it go a long way towards some success for the Lady Trojans.
So she walked. Yeah, she just lifted up that pivot foot just a little bit. Jay, I don't know how this makes you feel. It's really something. So this group of seniors, if I'm not mistaken, is the first group we've had all the way through their high school careers. I think we started this 5 seasons ago. So this senior class is the first group we've had all the way through.
Well, I'm old, and you made me feel older, but you made me feel good.
Boy,
and you talk about feeling good.
Seiler, her second 3 of the game. West Brunswick with 3s on back-to-back possessions, and Jay, you blink, and the lead is 19.
Yeah, that's when you can shoot the 3, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4 threes for West tonight.
Ooh, Morgan Bellamy thought she blocked the shot, but was charged with a foul by referee Jeff Hibbert. So Fitzhugh will go to the charity stripe for a pair.
Woodard walked away with from that one with a kind of a real pretty smile on her face. So we'll see Logan Fitzhugh, who has a 1 for 2 from the line tonight.
1 of 3. So, Jay, South Brunswick is now 4 of 10 from the free throw line. West Brunswick 3 of 6.
So when scoring points is so difficult for South, you'd like for them to take advantage of these free throw opportunities, as Fitzhugh makes the second.
So make that 5 of 11 for South from the strike.
Little full court pressure dropping back is South. West handled it pretty well. Another nice cut.
Jay, looked like a pretty good block to me, but they got a much better angle at it than I do. But a good cut by Woodard, and Haley will shoot 2.
Yeah, that foul's going to go against Tiana Swain. Woodard to the line for a pair, as Sam said.
That one looked good the whole way, rattled out. So Woodard 1 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
Yeah, 36%.
That shocks me.
Yeah, now I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up to see how many she's attempted, but she's got the ball in her hands a lot,
count.
And that's probably going to be a violation against West Brunswick. I think Amani was kind of like trying to rush the passer, right?
Yeah.
And she went on the wrong count that time.
That's right. Offsides on the defense.
You better call Coach Hickman up and Coach Brett Hickman and say, hey, we got a pass rusher for you. Have to keep
Edge rusher, Monty Vaught.
Got to keep her an extra year. I don't think that would be fair, but.
Boy, it's just a lot of fun watching these kids play, seeing them starting as 9th graders and the way they grow up and develop. Elmore did a good job keeping her hands straight up that time. Partner Fitzhugh wisely went in there and tried to draw a foul. Didn't get the call, but go ahead.
No, what I was going to say, Sam, and of course, you don't get the benefit of this the way you did at one time when you were, a sports editor and writer and everything, but I always like to have you tell me the stories away from the court, away from the football field about all these kids, and there's some genuinely just solid young people who, kind of restore your faith in young people that we get a chance to watch on the basketball courts and on the football fields all year long. Here's one of them right here, Summer.
Yep, absolutely. Jay, we'll see another one in the boys' game tonight, and South Brunswick guard Ford Disbro.
Yeah, geez, man, that makes me feel bad, too.
I've been fortunate enough to
have
somewhat of a relationship with Ford as a family friend. And, Jay, I think this week has been it's been hard for the young man as he sees his high school basketball career, coming to the waning stages, and he's played a lot of minutes. He's played hard every one of those.
He's had a real nice senior season. For
2
South.
Game winners the second half of conference play.
Yeah, he's a nice ball player, but an even better kid. And you're right, he's got a wonderful family.
Monty Vaught was there for the putback attempt, but couldn't get it to go.
Looky here, Cassidy Lewis again, making a good play for South.
Rainwater with a good driving kick.
And how much better Rainwater is now than when she started here, as a 9th grader.
She's a solid ball player.
Well, that's what you'd expect too, right? I
mean, that's what it's supposed to look like, right?
That's what Kevin Holland. That's what Allison Brown and all the coaches before him and after him. They work with these kids day in, day out. So you expect improvement over 4 seasons.
Monty Vaught's got it on the drive. Her shot misses, but she was fouled on the shot attempt, and Vaught will shoot 2.
Boy, let me tell you.
Full head of steam.
When Amani makes her mind up that I'm going inside, you better get out the way. Monty Vaught, another kid who's had just a real good, solid senior year. Misses a little short on that free throw, but 6 points, 5 boards, an assist, 1.5 steals. I mean, you forget you don't have to average 18.5 points a game to be an effective contributor, right? Vaught is one of those kind of kids as he sinks the second.
Vaught in the scorebook now. That was her first point. West is 4 of 10 from the stripe tonight. South Brunswick 5 of 11. So the team's right there together, just under 50% free throws. Akers-Bryant misses. Vaught chases down the defensive board, and here comes Woodard pushing it across the timeline for the Trojans.
Bryant did a lot of good things that time, just didn't make the shot.
Jay, you don't want to shoot that one falling away from the basket.
Yeah, leave that to the pros, right?
Rainwater was fouled on the shot attempt by number 5 Haley Woodard, so Summer Rainwater will shoot 2.
Yeah, those step back threes and step back jumpers, that's the name of the game at the collegiate and certainly at the NBA level.
Boy, I saw some kids make their fair share of those Tuesday night, Jay. And again, this is something we'll get into in the boys' game. But I had the luxury of watching New Hanover's boys play Tuesday night.
Look out, North Carolina, state of North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
When New Hanover, the Wildcats get into the state tournament, they have an outstanding team.
Seiler's got it. She was bodied there on the baseline and forced out of bounds by Cassidy Lewis. So 2:11 left in the third quarter. West Brunswick 32, South Brunswick 15. Great crowd in Bowling Spring Lakes tonight for this rivalry matchup. Here comes Woodard. Elmore from distance. Off the glass, off the rim, no good. Brooke Moore with the defensive board.
Yeah, I expect between games here this evening they'll honor the seniors, right, from the girls and the boys teams, and that's always an emotional time and moment for sure.
Cassidy Lewis with the offensive rebound and put back. Jay, she averages 4. She's got 6 here tonight. South Brunswick within 15.
She didn't start, but boy, she's come in and made the most of it. There you go. Oh, Tootie. Look at Rainwater battle, Sam.
Jay, that may have been the best offensive possession of the night for West Brunswick. Didn't result in points, but Vaught got it across the timeline, saw the trap coming, lofted it to Seiler, who beat her defender baseline, dished it into an open Tootie Hill, and again, one Hill would like to have back, and she's made those all night.
Yeah, this hasn't been a spectacular offensive third quarter for West Brunswick. A couple of
threes.
Yeah, really
and
helped
a free
them.
Throw, right? Vaught's going to fire. That one misses everything. Seiler with the rebound. Tied up, and that's going to be a West Brunswick turnover as the possession arrow favors the Cougars.
Seiler, not a huge kid, right? But, man, she seems to be involved in a lot of plays, Sam, and a lot of them end up with Zamira on the floor, but luckily, happily, pops up every time. So 32-17, 15-point West Brunswick lead with 1:19 to go here in the third quarter in South Brunswick, right? So north, south, west, the 3 Brunswick County teams all kind of, finishing out the regular season and then going to the tournament next week and looking for some magic to happen. So one of those teams, right, one of those schools from the boys and the girls will represent will be a representative in the 3A state tournament, correct?
So West Brunswick's girls have, Jay, I guess that if this result holds, West Brunswick will earn the league's lone automatic 3A playoff berth.
Okay.
Currently, they're 1 game ahead of North Brunswick, who's playing Ashley tonight, but West has a 15-point lead with 1:10 left in the third quarter. So, again, if West can hold on to this lead, they'll get to 5 conference wins, and North Brunswick at best could get to 4. So West will, again, assuming this result holds, will represent this conference in the 3A state playoffs. And Jay, they'll be seeded as a conference champion by virtue of finishing ahead of the other 2 3A schools in the league, North and South.
Which will give them at least 1 home game, and if they can win it, maybe another one after that.
Now, Jay, on the and again, we've got 2 ball games tonight, so we'll get more into this later. It also, way short. It looks like the West boys will also earn the league's lone automatic 3A playoff berth, even though South Brunswick beat West the first time, and but South is 2 games back in the standings. So even if South wins tonight with a season sweep, West would still get the nod by virtue of finishing a game ahead of South. And remember, it goes by overall standings, not records against common 3A opponents, but overall standings. Tootie Hill makes the second.
I am so glad we have Sam Hickman to straighten these things out for us. These kinds of things that I for whatever reason, cannot figure out.
Oh, a good look. That was a really good look from Morgan Bellamy to Monty Vaught, who couldn't get the shot to go. Good hustle there by Brianna Leonard to force a tie ball situation. And boy, Leonard landed hard on her right elbow. I actually saw that one. Usually I get those wrong all the time, but boy, her right elbow came down hard and banged on the hardwood. So I hope she's okay.
So what was the call, Sam?
It was a tie ball.
Oh, tie ball, okay.
And the arrow showed this way, but it was West ball,
okay.
And it will switch back after that inbounds play. And West threw it away, so now South's going to get it anyway. They got the arrow and the ball back.
Arrow and the ball. That's a perfect match for South, who needs some more perfect things to happen here if they want to climb back into this one.
Good drive and shot attempt, but couldn't get it to go. West might ever, nope, good job hustling back on defense. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Bellamy's got to get going, partner. There's only 3 seconds left in the quarter. Fires one from deep, off the front iron, off the backboard, and no good. But Jay, at times a sloppy third quarter, but the Trojans accomplished what they needed to stay in the driver's seat in this one. After 3 quarters of play here on Focus Broadband, it's West Brunswick 33, South Brunswick 17. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter. And we're ready for the start of the fourth quarter. West Brunswick with a 16-point lead, 33-17. First possession of the fourth quarter here. Akers Bryant nearly got away with a double dribble there, but corralled it in time. That's going to be a reach-in foul against number 4. Jay, he showed number 4 to the scorers table, but the foul was against Woodard. Morgan Bellamy wasn't even near the play, but the foul was charged against Bellamy, who was on the right wing. It was Woodard who reached in and committed that foul. Boy.
Well, Haley's happy.
And I don't think I'm mistaken. That's the second time that's happened tonight. The foul called against Woodard on the floor, and at the scorers table it was charged to number 4.
Makes up last week.
Bellamy can't catch a break, can she? That shot off the mark. South Brunswick goes to save it, but Fitzhugh stepped out of bounds when she went to try to save it, and it'll be West Brunswick basketball. Jay Woodard's got nobody to take the ball into.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fitzhugh ran into the wall that time and looked like she ran into a cushion. That's a hard
Woodard
drop.
takes a hard foul. Elmore trying to chase it down. Rainwater missed it. Look at Tootie Hill with that board. They got a run out with Monty Vaught if they find her. Vaught missed it, then got her own putback, puts it up and in. And Jay, I'm telling you, Vaught just wanted to pad her rebounding stats. Got an offensive rebound there plus the 2 points. I'm kidding, folks. I don't think that was the point.
A double bonus that time for Vaught. It's a good pass down the floor, too, by Woodard.
Jay, just not a whole lot of source for points for South Brunswick. And as I say that, Brooke Moore with a strong drive shot off the glass. She's got 6. She and Cassidy Lewis each have 6 for South. And they lead, or they're tied for the team lead in points. West Brunswick miss. Rainwater corrals it for the Cougars. Here's Moore again. This shot no good. Tootie Hill with the rebound. That's going to be a foul. And Jay, talk about insult to injury. Moore went up, took a shot, and was called for a foul. Not quite in the bonus just yet, partner. 6:14 left in the game. West Brunswick leads 35-19. Seiler checking back into the game for the Trojans. Jay, how do you like these black West uniforms, road uniforms?
Good. They look pretty darn
I like them.
Sharp to me, Sam. I like these unis.
Oh, yep, South read it. Good job by Brooke Moore trying to intercept that pass. Swain checking into the game for South Brunswick for number 10, Jaden Akers-Bryant. So South's defense, they drop back now. Elmore can shoot that, folks. Oh, that one misses badly off the backboard, and now South pushing it ahead. Rainwater across the timeline working against Woodard.
See if South can't get Joe Mann into the game offensively a little bit. Joe has not yet scored, and she's their leading scorer.
Fitzhugh with a nice drive off the glass and in. She's got 4, and South with its second bucket of the fourth quarter.
Good effort by Logan that time on the drive. If South, with 5:29 to go, if they have any hopes of climbing back into this contest, Sam, it's got to be they got to force some turnovers, get into a little bit of a running transition game. Yeah, maybe pick up some easy hoops and see what happens. But first things first.
Woodard with a strong drive to the basket. Guess what, Jay? Fitzhugh ended up on the hardwood.
Yeah,
she got in there, tried to draw a charge, made a good defensive play, just maybe got there a half second late, and Woodard will go to the line to shoot 2.
She is a tough kid. Looking up Woodard real quick. Free throws, 20 for 55, 36%. Just would think she would be, and probably will be, a better free throw shooter as she.
West 5 of 14 from the stripe tonight. Seiler gambled. Rainwater drove by her for a layup, but Seiler committed a foul on the floor before the shot. And so South Brunswick will have possession, baseline out of bounds. 5:14 left in the game, 14-point game. South tried to get it in to Cassidy Lewis. Woodard knocked it out of bounds.
Not Haley Woodard and Tootie Hill. They both had those long sleeves on tonight. And it's a little warm in here, Sam.
Making me hot looking at them. Oh, good move.
That's good defense by Elmore.
Good defense, too. Yep.
And good defense by Woodard.
Boy, Elmore just like glue on Akers-Bryant, and then a good job of boxing out by Tootie Hill. She boxed out Lewis and rode her out of the equation, and Woodard grabbed the rebound to Vaught for 3. Looked good from our vantage point, but a little off the mark. 4.5 minutes left in the ball game. West leads by 14, 35-21. Vaught's going to try again. This one misses off to the left, off the backboard, and into the hands of Akers Bryant. Oh, Rainwater dribbled it off her thigh and out of bounds. Possession goes to the Trojans. Some frustration there on the face of Summer Rainwater. Boy, Jay, she gets after it, though, partner.
She sure does.
She plays hard.
She does, and that's, all you can ask, right? For your kids to, regardless of the situation, the score, the time, play hard.
Boy, Seiler did everything right that time, Jay. I just think she went to make the pass a little too early. You see how she kind of veered to the center of the floor to open up that defense? Did everything right, and just maybe picked up her dribble one too soon.
Cassidy Lewis, who had the steal, a nice little ball fake. Man, still scoreless.
Akers Bryant missed. A good job by Seiler, and she was tripped. And Zamiria Seiler will go to the free throw line for the front end of a 1-and-1.
Sam, next year, both these teams are going to have a lot of new faces because they play so many seniors, particularly South Brunswick, Allison Brown's squad. Only one non-senior player on the team, and I don't think she's got into the game tonight, Kira Beardsley. Other than that, it's all seniors, and a slew of upperclassmen lead the way for Kevin Holland's West Brunswick.
Yep, Leonard, Vaught, Tootie Hill, Gracie
Seiler.
Elmore, Seiler.
Yeah.
Fortunately for the Trojans, they do have Woodard and Morgan Bellamy back on next year's team.
That's something to build on. We're still got a lot of ball left this year with tonight's game and the conference tournament. And as you were saying, it appears that West Brunswick ladies likely will be the 3A representative. So plenty of ball left for the Trojans this year.
Leonard with some nifty dribbling down there in the corner. Poked out of bounds by South Brunswick. 3:13 showing on the game clock. West leads 35-21.
Boy, they know how to get the ball to Woodard, don't they?
They sure do. And that's usually a really good decision.
Yeah, Coach Holland's trained them well.
This is the set West ran a lot against New Hanover the other night. This dribble handoff, try to lull the defense to sleep and hit a backdoor cut.
It's kind of the little three-person weave, right?
Yep.
And,
Jay, I think they're trying to foul, or did that time.
West knows they got more than enough points to score.
Timeout. Very, very good call by Kevin Holland. And, Jay, I think if he could have asked for 2 full timeouts right there, I think he would have.
Boy, I'm not sure if you saw the look on Kevin's face.
Oh,
I think
man.
the last thing in the world
Exasperation.
he wanted to do there was call a timeout, but he really
They forced his hand,
They
didn't they?
did, and it was the right call for Coach Holland to make. The kids were getting a little bit out of sync there, right?
So, Jay, there was for fans of North Carolina basketball, you'll be familiar with this. It was a long-time bone of contention for Carolina fans, not only during the Dean Smith era, but the Roy Williams era, as Coach Williams learned this from Coach Smith. Coach Smith used to tell his guys, the other team would go on an 8, 10, 12-0 run, and everybody in the stands is looking, and everybody on the court looking at Carolina's bench. When are they going to call a timeout? And you know what Coach Smith told them? This is legitimate. Was his philosophy forever. You got yourself into this mess. You get yourself out. And I mean, there's a lot of folks who think it cost a Roy Williams Carolina team a Final Four game against Kansas. Kansas raced out to it was like a 25-4 lead, and Coach Williams refused to call a timeout, and he learned that philosophy from Dean. But I'd say it served both of them really well over the years, wouldn't you?
Well, I would indeed. And listening to you tell that story, go ahead.
I do not advise that in high school basketball, though. If the other team goes on a run, call a timeout.
Call a timeout.
Anyway, go ahead, Jay.
Well,
I'm
no,
sorry.
I was just going to say, the coach that I worked with so closely in my years in Maryland, nice pass.
Good pass from Tootie Hill to Haley Woodard. Woodard's got 6. A good look from the senior Tootie Hill, and the lead is 16.
But Coach Phelan, Jim Phelan at Mount St. Mary's, who's in the Basketball Hall of Fame. In fact, the College Basketball Coach of the Year award is named the Jim Phelan Award. And anyhow, Coach rarely called timeouts. He just wasn't interested. He wanted the kids, the players, to control the game, control the fate. Now he would call it, just as Coach Smith would and Coach Williams would if they absolutely had to. But we're not fans of taking the game away from the players.
Oh, absolutely. And Jay, I tell you, when you've got, particularly when you have veteran guards, you can get away with it more because you got player-led leadership, if you will.
Coaches on the floor. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, guys, settle down. This is what we need to do. We know what we're doing wrong. A young team, it's a lot more challenging to get away with it. Boy, West is having a putrid night from the free throw line. 5 of 16. All right, Jay, we got some new faces in the game for the Trojans. Number 24, Jalacia Marlowe. I think I saw number 1 out there, Emma Pruitt. And they're out there with Tootie Hill, Haley Woodard, and Morgan Bellamy.
Of course, Marlowe and Pruitt are both underclassmen, so they will be back next year. Give them a chance to get some varsity minutes. There's so much you can do in practice, Sam, but so much more you can do in a game.
And Jay, how beneficial do you think it's been for Pruitt and company to go against Bellamy and Haley Woodard and Seiler in practice every day?
I'm sure it's got to help, right? Was reading, forget the kid I was reading about. Wes Miller's brother.
Walker.
Yeah, who was at Carolina, right, for I guess 4 years, and he gets that 5th year extra. He graduated. Hardly got a chance to play at Carolina. Put his name in the portal. Ends up at Monmouth.
Playing for King Rice, a Carolina alum.
Exactly, and averaging, in the upper teens, right? So.
Yep.
But he said, man, look at who I went against the last 4 years.
That's right. So, Jay, just worth pointing out really quickly, if West gets in a tight conference tournament or playoff game, that's the girl they want at the free throw line in the game situations.
Bellamy, yeah.
And, Jay, I know she's just 50% for the season, but Tuesday night against Hanover and tonight, anytime she stepped to the line and they needed to make, she buried them. She was really good from the stripe Tuesday against New Hanover. A couple times in the fourth quarter when West was desperate for points, Bellamy stepped up there and just nailed them.
Well, and she's had just a really solid junior season, Sam. The second leading scorer on the team at 8 points, 4 boards, a couple of assists, a couple of steals.
And of course I said that, Jay, and she misses that one, but still, I think it's who the Trojans want at the line.
Sam, we just got a sweet something whispered in our ears saying that maybe Morgan is Haley Woodard's cousin.
Bingo. That warrants a bingo. And Bellamy has hit 3 of 4 on the last 2 trips down. And, Jay, a 19-point lead for West Brunswick. Rainwater with the drive. She was fouled by Haley Woodard. Let's see if they charge it to number 5. Hey, there we go.
Got him that time.
He knocked my theory right out of the sky. So Summer Rainwater will go to the line for a pair for South Brunswick.
Man, look at Woodard working the referee. Would you come on, Haley?
No, I don't think you can do that as a 10th grader.
You're a 10th grader, girl. You can't do that now. Rainwater. One of the many seniors that'll be featured between games here on senior night at South Brunswick.
Rainwater lane violation. Yeah.
Featured, I guess, acknowledged maybe is a much better word.
Yeah. Jay, if that doesn't go to show you, though, also to your point about Walker Miller, how good these players in the ACC are, that Walker Miller couldn't get in the rotation at Carolina and then goes on to a pretty good basketball school in Monmouth and averages, in double figures, pretty well into double figures.
Yeah.
I mean, you people just it's hard to understand just how good those guys and gals are at that level.
Who's the kid at Auburn now? Kessler?
Yep, Walker Kessler.
He's done pretty well until this week, the #1 ranked team in the country, right?
Yep.
So he couldn't get hardly any minutes in Chapel Hill.
Yeah, I'm not sure Carolina handled the whole Walker Kessler thing perfectly, but point taken. Jay, wrap it up for us. West is going to leave BSL with a 40-22 victory and a season sweep over their rival South Brunswick Cougars.
Well, a big 16-4 opening quarter led by 10 points from Tootie Hill. And look at Woodard. Hits a 3 to put an exclamation mark on it. And West Brunswick will get out of here with a 43-22 victory. Very convincing win for Kevin Holland's squad. Puts them over 500 on the season at 11-10, 5-9 in the conference. And as Sam said earlier, West Brunswick girls will represent the 3A classification from the Mid-East Conference this year in the state tournament. But before they get there, can see them again next week at Brunswick Community College in the Mid-East Conference tournament. And South Brunswick Cougars, coached by Allison Brown, they were led tonight by Brooke Moore with 6 points, 5 points for Summer Rainwater, and 6 points off the bench for Cassidy Lewis, who gave Coach Brown some quality minutes here this evening. But they got behind too far too early, and West Brunswick just kind of kept that pace the remainder of the game and get a big win.
And, Jay, for the Trojans, Jamelia Tootie Hill had 10 in the first quarter alone, finished with 13. Zamaria Seiler also in double figures with 10. Haley Woodard finished with 9, 5 of those coming in the fourth quarter. Trojans 43, South Brunswick 22. And stay right here with us on Focus Broadband for varsity boys basketball action. You can feel the energy in the gym. Jay, if it's anything like it was when the South boys ran out and during the senior night ceremony, we are in for a real treat tonight. West Brunswick comes in 10-12 overall, 6-7 in league play, in 4th place in the conference. South Brunswick 8-12 overall, 4-9 in league play, and in 7th place in the conference. West Brunswick coming off a 30-point loss at home against New Hanover Tuesday night. South Brunswick on the receiving end of a 58-32 drubbing at the hands of North Brunswick on Tuesday night. But Jay, when these two teams met earlier in the season, it was South Brunswick that won by a margin of 10 points. And it is a charged atmosphere in Bowling Spring Lakes tonight. What can we expect when these two county rivals meet?
Sam, I'll tell you what, it's going to be hard to hear each other this evening, and the folks at home might greatly appreciate that.
It is so loud.
It is really loud here. It is packed. As you said, there's so much excitement in the air, and golly, I just hope that the game itself matches the emotion that only senior night, I think, can do. So two teams that, forget the rivalry part. I mean, this would be a heck of a game, a heck of an atmosphere, even if it wasn't West against South. So, as you mentioned earlier, when they played, South won 59-49 in that game. Ford Disbro had 15 points, and for West, Savion Meters had 20 to lead the Trojans, but you can forget all that and concentrate on what's going on here this evening. West at 10-12, 6-7, 4th place in the conference. The Cougars, Coach Justin Bradley, 8-12, 4-9, 7th place in the conference.
Starters for West Brunswick: J.J. Cobb, Kavon Daniels, Savion Meters, Dante Clark, Carson Pope. For South Brunswick, Tony Cox, Jalen Clemens, Caleb Bernard, Ford Disbro, and Rashad McNeil. South Brunswick controls the opening tip, and here comes Ford Disbro playing in the final regular season home game of what's been a really nice career for number 15.
Oh, he really has. He's averaging 10 points a game. He's kind of the heart and soul of this year's Cougar squad, and he's stepped up here the last second half of the season, won a couple of games with his shooting at the end.
Yeah, Jay, 2 games within the last month where South was either down by 1 or tied in the final 5 seconds, and Disbro hit a mid-range jumper to win the game. Won a really tough fall-away baseline jumper to win a game for South at Topsail. South turns it over on its first possession, and West Brunswick comes with it the other way.
Diminutive J.J. Cobb. I don't know that you'll find a quicker player in the conference this year than Cobb.
Clark from distance. Oh, look dead on the money, just a little long. That's going to be a foul. No foul called against Pope. Bernard skied up for the rebound and tipped it out of bounds. I thought they were going to get Pope for a foul, but it was out of bounds on Bernard, and West maintains possession.
Sam, even though it's senior night, we'll talk a lot about seniors. The kid that just went down, Bernard, is a sophomore, and he is a good one.
Clark missed that one, and boy, look how quickly Cobb got to that ball. So 2 misses from Clark from distance, but West Brunswick able to get offensive rebounds on both misses, and the Trojans driving. Good pass in from Cobb to Pope, who made the shot, but a foul was called against South Brunswick on the floor before the pass and the shot. Foul charge to number 35, Rashad McNeil of South Brunswick, and it'll be West ball. Oh, they left Pope alone.
He can shoot that.
For Disbro with a rebound. Disbro also a very capable rebounder, averaging 5.2 rebounds per game.
I think Disbro's grown 6 inches since I saw him in September.
Bernard thought about it, fires, bingo! Caleb Bernard from distance. South with an early 3-0 lead.
Tell you what, with this gym the way it's packed here this evening and all the excitement, West Brunswick better be careful and not let South jump out to any kind of big lead.
Jay, real important for West to weather the early storm. And that's one way to do it. Savion Metters, nothing but nylon, bingo, tie ball game. 6 minutes left in the opening frame.
Savion averages 7 points a game. He got nearly half on that one shot.
Bernard tried to get it into Mcneill. West right into the teeth of that defense. Cox misses. Disbro with a good work on the offensive glass. Back out to Bernard. He had an open look, but bobbled the pass a little bit and dribbles it back out. He's working against Kevon Daniels.
You know, Disbro is long and lanky.
Another 3 attempt from Bernard. Bingo! Back-to-back threes by Caleb Bernard.
Kid can shoot. Kid can shoot, and you see a lot of smiles on the faces of South Brunswick players.
Pope directed traffic. Cobb's got it in the corner, working against Cox.
Good defense. Kevon Daniels leading scorer for West.
Cobb from distance, don't see him shoot a lot, but gets this one to go. 4 3-pointers, Jay, in a row on 2 trips down the court for each team, and we're knotted up at 6. Oh, watch him run, Jay.
Oh, he's going.
Oh, good what follow. A tip by number 4, Kevon Daniels. 5 straight for the Trojans, and West has an 8-6 lead.
Daniels is so good, Sam, so good.
He got up there for that one, didn't he? Oh, boy.
Oh, my.
Foul and one. Kevon Daniels, the steal and the basket, plus the harm. West with a quick 7-0 spurt. A chance to make it an 8-0 run here as Kevon Daniels putting his fingerprints all over this rivalry game early.
Sam Hickman, if you were in a lab and you wanted to make the perfect-looking athlete, you could do a whole lot worse than this kid on the line right now, Kevon Daniels.
Just a total stud.
Gee, Christmas Day.
Boy, Carson Pope doing work on the offensive glass. Now they've got Clark open. Oh, that was dead on the money, just a little bit strong. And West gets the offensive rebound. Daniels nearly threw it away, but Cobb corralled it before it went back over.
Hard to throw it away if Cobb's chasing it.
Yeah, very good point. Ask Javen McCray. You throw it anywhere, he'll grab it, right?
That's right. 65 times last year, something like that.
Oh, what a block by Jalen Clemens. And then Daniels tried to cut off Disbro.
Looking forward.
Disbro with a strong drive to the basket. Gets the bucket. South within 2.
Always say he needs to be a little more selfish. He's not that kind of kid, not that kind of player, but oh, God.
J.J. Cobb with a nice cut and a nice finish. He's got 5. West leads by 4.
Sam,
boy, Jay, catch your breath.
Sam, this is a heavyweight fight tonight, man. Speaking about heavyweights.
The big guy misses. Meters tips it out. Holmes has got it. Bingo! Sean Holmes from distance. It's a 1-point ball game.
It is so loud in here.
Boy, Jay, 23 combined points, and we're not even 5 minutes into the game. Pope trying to answer.
Bingo!
Bingo! What a start by the Trojans and the Cougars. This is fun.
Pope can shoot the triple. And Daniels with another forced turnover.
Oh. Yeah, West Brunswick throws it away. Dante Clark tried to get the outlet pass to J.J. Cobb. And, Jay, we're going to have some subs. We'll try to keep up with everything. Carson Pope and Dante Clark coming out. Darian Bimbo and number 33, another good-looking kid, long kid for West Brunswick, Quincy Hankins coming in.
Big kid. He's got some potential. Still trying to figure it out. And, hey,
Jordan Davis also checked into the game for South Brunswick for Jalen Clemens.
Darian Bembo with the good-looking hair tonight.
Bernard hitting those first couple threes has extended that West zone a little bit. Bernard back to Disbro, walked with it.
Close. Maybe shuffled the feet.
I'm not certain Disbro thinks he walked. He kind of had this puzzled look on his face after the call. So quick reset, Jay. West 15, South 11, 2.5 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. And I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Meters from distance.
Wow.
Bingo, his second 3 of the first quarter. West on fire offensively in the game's opening 6 minutes. Oh, gambled and missed. Good job by Bimbo cutting off Sean Holmes in the corner over there.
The kid could cover some space, didn't he? Good night, nurse.
And covered receivers during high school football season.
He did.
Dispro did a good job getting into the teeth of the defense. Quincy Hankins rips down a rebound. Oh,
what a great
Daniels
catch.
had a good decision there.
How did Daniels catch that ball?
Yep, that was a fastball in the dirt.
You're not joking.
Off the glass and in. Kavon Daniels with a dream start for West. The Trojans have scored 20 points in 6.5 minutes to begin the game. Holmes had it. They get it over to Bernard. West trying to close out on him. Davis, a good look to the left wing. Holmes from deep. No good. Bimbo with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Cobb. Oh, Jay, that's big because that's 2 on South Brunswick's leader, the heart of this team. Number 15, Ford Dispro, has got 2 fouls with 1:18 left in the opening quarter. And maybe most importantly, has to go to the bench with South trailing by 9.
Yeah, mark that down, Sam, with Dispro leaving here in the first quarter with 1:18 to go. We'll have to see how long Coach Justin Bradley is going to let him sit. I expect for a while.
Bimbo thought of that long. Yep, that's the first missed shot, it feels like, in a year for West Brunswick.
And you know, and interestingly, it wasn't really contested. Everything tonight's been really aggressively defended on both sides.
Bishop Brown into the game for the first time for South Brunswick. Jordan Davis pass into Demarius Wise, who lost it off of Savion Meter's knee and out of bounds, so South Brunswick retains possession. 56 seconds left in the quarter. Go ahead, Jay.
I was just going to say, you talk about tough matchups when you got Demarius Wise inside and Meters weighs about half that much.
Oh, got his hand in the passing lane. Jay, I missed a sub. Jordan McCall is in the game for the first time for West Brunswick. Jay, interesting sequence here. South just had a set play to run baseline out of bounds. They tossed it in safely, but South Brunswick head coach Justin Bradley stomped his feet and yelled he was wide open, and when the ball was deflected out of bounds afterwards by West Brunswick and there was a dead ball, he called a timeout. So I think he's going to say, guys, what we had drawn up there was going to work to perfection. Look for the cutter at the basket. We'll see what shakes out after the timeout.
So you and I have headsets on. It's an extraordinarily loud gym tonight, and Justin Bradley is to the right of me and Sam, and I can kind of hear what he's saying. Okay?
Yeah.
So
guys, if you're not here, if you're watching at home from your recliner or whatever, you just can't understand how loud it is in here tonight. I mean, this place is charged with a capital C.
Well, when we get back to play, 51.3 seconds left in the first quarter, an important possession for South. A little bit of a run by West has given them a working lead.
West doing a good job closing out on shooters. Oh, a good entry pass. That's number 32. That's Isaiah Mcneill,
another big
who was fouled on the shot attempt. Jay, I did not catch who the foul was called on. Maybe Meters.
Number 10, Bimbo? Maybe?
Bimbo, okay. So 32, Isaiah Mcneill, who's a 50% foul shooter, will go to the stripe for a pair.
And a big fella.
He misses the first of 2.
As a team, the Cougars 142 for 277.
That was a good-looking stroke, but a good job by Jordan Davis chasing down the offensive rebound. And South kind of steals a possession there, right, partner, after the missed free throws?
Yeah, credit Jordan Davis, the sophomore, picking up that offensive rebound.
Davis lost control of it. Quincy Hankins got a hand on it. Oh, man, angle by McCall, but he still got it to Kavon Daniels somehow. Here comes Meters. Jay, he can fire. He's open. Oh, good tip out.
Hankins got
Did he take a shot?
Hard. Ooh, he is hurting, Sam. He got
Injury
a shot
timeout.
to
Yep.
his left shoulder, it looks like, and he really
Stinger.
got popped. Yep. He wants to stay in, and credit him, but maybe
Jay, they're
not.
trying to tell him to go to the trainer who's on this end of the court.
Okay.
And there was some confusion there. But anyway, Carson Pope coming back in.
3.1 seconds
Oh, yeah, Jay,
left.
good call.
Gotta be
3.1 seconds. Meters is going to fire from distance short. And that one misses everything. But, Jay, for a West Brunswick team that shoots 28% from beyond the arc, they made 4 3-pointers in the opening frame. Daniels had 6, Cobb 5, Carson Pope 3, and Meters had a pair of threes for 6 points. Caleb Bernard 2 threes for South. Sean Holmes hit 1. Ford Dispro had a bucket. But after a great South Brunswick start, it was all Trojans in the final 5 minutes, and West has a 20-11 lead here on Focus Broadband. Start of the second quarter, Jordan McCall running the point for West Brunswick. It's Meters, Daniels, Pope, Bimbo, and McCall for West, Brown, Cox, Davis, McNeil, and Holmes for South Brunswick. Here comes McCall. Hard foul called against number 14, Sean Holmes. I think maybe bailed West Brunswick out a little bit, as it looked like McCall was kind of fumbling the ball and maybe a little out of control as he went to make a pass. That's the 4th team foul against South Brunswick. West was only charged with 1 team foul in the first quarter. Meters has got a look. He can make that, folks. That one too strong. Offensive rebound. How did they get that to him? What a pass from Jordan McCall, and what a catch and what strength from Kevon Daniels. Jay, to answer your question, when Dispro went out with 2 fouls with 1:18 left in the first quarter, he made it 1:18 and 28 more seconds, so about 1:50 of game time, and Coach Bradley's putting him back in.
And probably, a pretty good gamble, a pretty good risk. Ford, a veteran player, so he knows how to play with foul issues, and of course now West has got to recognize that, and if you have a chance to take the ball at Dispro, you'd probably be wise to do so. Kevon Daniels, 67% from the free throw line coming into tonight's game, 66 for 98 on the season.
He knocked in those, and West has its biggest lead of the night at 11. West 22, South Brunswick 11. South really struggling to find offense after that torrid start.
Good job by the Cougars handling the full court pressure. See if they can get something. It's been a while since they've scored, Sam.
Clemens, mid-range jumper. Nothing but net. Great offensive possession by the Cougars. First bucket of the night for Clemens. Cougars are within 9, 22-13.
Yeah, good effort that time, getting the ball in the middle of the paint to Jalen Clemens, the senior.
Bimbo, did that ball get tipped, Jay? No, I just can't see.
Gosh.
Wow, look at the hustle. West doing a great job on the offensive glass tonight, Jay Bird.
Let me tell you what, this team scored 47 points 2 nights ago, and they were already at 22. Of course, New Hanover had a little bit to do with that, I know, but still.
Wondering when we might see Cobb again for the Trojans.
He's getting a good rest.
Walt. Travel with
Come on to who? Me? Not me. No way.
Oh, good look ahead from Bernard. Oh, what a clean block. How did Metters get that?
I don't know, but he did.
Daniels too strong off the glass. And South Brunswick pushing the pace the other way. Here comes Disbro. Pulls it back out. Quincy Hankins set the check back in for West.
Yeah, Ford's got to be a little careful when he drives, too. He don't want to pick up that offensive foul, given his precarious foul situation.
Oh, Daniels gambled.
He was close, Sam. Benbow.
Oh, a good
pass.
pass.
Nice catch.
Yeah. Jay, I think McCall was, oh, what a look! Pope missed the first one and got his own rebound and put it in. The lead is back to 11. And, boy, I think you still got to give McCall an assist on that one. Look at the hustle by Carson Pope.
Pope staying with it.
What? That's a good stretch by number 32, Carson Pope.
You know, Sam, you look back at this season and coming into it, I'm not sure anybody who followed West basketball thought they would get this out of Carson Pope this year. But, man, 9 points, 4 boards, an assist, a steal. He's a terrific three-point shooter.
He's had a fine year.
He sure has. Only a junior, too, and certainly gives him size at 6'4", 6'5". Another block.
Oh, what a save by Disbro. West got his hands in the passing lane. McCall came away with the steal and wisely pulls it back out as South did a good job sprinting back on the defensive end.
Yeah, credit to
Quincy
Cougars.
Hankins is hurt, Jay. He just checked back into the game and just asked the bench to sub him back out. His shoulder's really bothering him. Foul on Pope, yeah. Oh, he'd like to have that shot back, but then committed a frustration foul on the offensive rebound attempt. And, Jay, but that is, let me be clear, that's a shot Pope. You want him taking that.
Oh, yeah.
How many
Nothing wrong with
baseline
that.
jumpers did he hit last week against North Brunswick? 3 or 4?
Nothing wrong with that shot at all.
That's a good shot attempt by Pope. Mid-range jumper. Jalen Clemens, bingo from the free throw line. South back within single digits. Jay, you always talk about the psychological effect of getting within 9, making it single digits. We'll see if it helps South this time.
2 buckets by Clemens. He can shoot that shot, folks.
Oh, boy. Pope stepped right into it, shot it in rhythm. It went halfway down and then bounced out. Good hustle by J.J. Cobb trying to come up with a steal, but South maintains possession.
Let me tell you, there is some intensity on this court this season.
Boy, you ain't lying. They are getting after it. Jay, that's one you're talking about there. Got to be careful.
Boom.
Sean Holmes from distance. South has pulled within 6.
Second triple of the game for the senior Sean Holmes. And South has taken a couple of punches, and they're still standing.
Bimbo, Clark, Daniels, Pope, and Cobb for West Brunswick. Holmes, Wise, Cox, Clemens. West doing a good job of being patient on offense, partner. But that's a strong, aggressive drive by Dante Clark. Foul was called against Sean Holmes, and Dante Clark, Jay, number 24 here, averages 4 a game. 2 rebounds, 70% foul shooter, and 30% from beyond the arc.
Yeah, what I was going to say is what he really does well is shoots free throws. And as we say that, of course, he misses. But 70% on the season for the senior. And he is a good three-point shooter, Sam. He has had some nice three-point shooting games in his career at West Brunswick.
Made a big one last Friday against North Brunswick. Jay missed both. Boy, 70% foul shooter comes up empty.
Little crack in the door here for South.
Yep,
See if
South
they can take advantage.
South has pulled within 6, a chance to get within 4 or even 3 with a three-pointer here. Cox can make it from there, deep. He fired a deep one, much to the chagrin of the South Brunswick bench.
Yeah, I'm not sure they like that shot. You can get it pretty much any time, but so Cobb going to slow things down a little bit, as slow as JJ can be.
Pope. Jay, that's the second one Pope has had to go halfway down and just rattle out.
Yeah, he's dead on. Nice drive. could not get it to fall. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh. What we got? What we got?
It's
Aaron
a top
Taylor.
ball situation.
Yeah,
South Brunswick basketball. And Aaron Taylor did not like it.
You think?
So, Jay, we've settled in a little bit, right?
Yeah.
The shots have stopped falling from everywhere, and we got a 24-18 good competitive game between the two teams. Bimbo's got it ahead to Cobb.
Good foul.
Oh, Jay, I didn't even hear the whistle.
Yeah.
I said, why is Cobb slowing up right here?
Yeah, that's a good foul by Jalen Clemens. I don't know if he really intended to, but let me tell you, that would have been a bucket for West Brunswick otherwise.
Good job by Darian Bimbo reading that inbound pass and coming away with a steal.
Metters coming back into the game for West Brunswick. A pair of threes in the first quarter for Savion.
So West missed its last two foul shot attempts. Make that three. So West leaving points on the board in the second quarter here. That's 3 consecutive missed free throws. 2 by Dante Clark, 1 by Bimbo. Bimbo is just a 33% foul shooter. No, couldn't get the shot to go, and Kevon Daniels whistled for a foul. And number 32, Isaiah McNeil, who missed a pair of free throws in the first quarter, will shoot 2 here for the Cougars.
Boy, those like to have a do-over on that one. I'm sure Justin Bradley would love for McNeil to make that basket, right? He's a 50% from the line, but you wouldn't know it from tonight. Has yet to make a free throw.
So McNeil's the only Cougar who's been to the line. Missed a pair. Look at Daniel Sky in for that rebound. So, Jay, West 2 of 6 from the stripe. South 0 of 4.
All Daniels needs is a cape, because otherwise he's Superman.
West trying to find a way to get Kevon Daniels, going with a full head of steam toward the basket, but South really doing a good job packing it in and guarding West really well.
Another slip, Sam, as we had in the girls' game earlier tonight.
I just think he's so fast
that could be
the ground can't hold him.
Can't hold him.
And Jay, now Cobb is going to get a chance to go to the line for a 1-and-1.
So what we know about Mr. J.J. Cobb free throw wise, he is 56%, 48 for 86. This is junior season.
Cobb knocks in the first. He's had a good first half, Jay. Under control. He hit a three-pointer from the corner, had a driving layup, made his first free throw attempt here late in the second quarter. West leads by 7. Cobb trying to give him an 8-point lead, and he does just that. So JJ perfect from the line on that trip. He's got 7. Kevon Daniels has 8, and Savion Meters with 6. They're leading the way offensively for West.
Nice full court pressure by West Brunswick. That's a trap area there.
Now South beat it. They got an opening if they can find it. Very nearly did double dribble. Yeah, Jay, that was one of those tough ones where Holmes kind of used an initial dribble to gather possession, and sometimes you see it called, sometimes you don't, but then gathered it and put it back down again. He was arguing that the first one was just him catching the pass. Anyway, double dribble. West leads by 8. Trojans with the ball. Pope's going to keep firing, folks. Oh, that one missed badly. But I don't think you mind him taking that shot, do you, Jay?
He's a bona fide three-point shooter, right? And with his size, be hard to defend if he can start draining them in from outside.
Jay, exactly a minute left in the first half. West 26, South 18. Meters from deep, no good. Dispro with a good rebound. South with a run out. Just what the Cougars needed. Pass ahead from Dispro to Isaiah McNeil, who lays it up and in, and a big swing there. West had a chance to extend that lead. Instead, South gets a run out, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Disbrow's got to be careful, Sam. He's played really well here in the second quarter, not picking up any more fouls.
Oh, boy, that's one, Daniel. And then he commits a foul on that end. A frustration foul, if there ever was one.
And right in front of the student body, didn't help his cause whatsoever.
Boy, he just wanted to have that shot back. He made a great drive and spin move into the lane. He had, I wouldn't say a point-blank look, but one he's, expects himself to make. And West misses an opportunity there. South has pulled within 6. Oh, boy, they had a man open. That is number 11, Chase Robinson, into the game. Disbrow into the lane. His floater short. That's the second time West has tapped one out deep. And it would have been a buzzer-beating 3, but it misses everything. And, Jay, it was a slow second quarter for the Trojans and the Cougars for that matter, but all in all, you'll take that result if you're West Brunswick. Trojans lead 26-20 at halftime from Bowling Spring Lakes. We'll be back with the second half right here on Focus Broadband. Partner Jake Holmes, I'm not sure I recovered from that first 4 minutes of the first quarter, but I better get with it quick because the second half has begun.
Yeah, Sam, and I'm with you, pal. I mean, that was a lot of hoop, particularly in the first quarter.
Pope from deep. Bingo, Jay. What did you say to me during the halftime break? You got to keep shooting them, right?
Pope's got to keep shooting a three because he can make it, and you saw it right there. That's a big bucket to start it. The second half for West Brunswick.
Boy, Jay, after a second quarter that just felt like several missed opportunities for West to come out and bang in a three 20 seconds into the third, that just feels huge, doesn't it?
Crazy game. 8 minutes in the second quarter. They scored one basket, and they score a three-point shot in the first 10 seconds, third quarter.
Oh, run out. That's a foul on Daniels.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Kavan, you got him pretty good. I'm glad he was able to get up. So.
Yep. And Jay, you talk about a potential game-changing play as he's to the bench with three. And Jay, that one was as clear as day. The outlet pass was deflected. Outlet pass was deflected, and Daniels went to come back for it. Tony Cox had it, and he got him good. He swiped him.
Sam, keep an eye on Hankins. He's in the game for Daniels now, and he really took a shot to that left shoulder and basically set out the rest of the first half, but he's in there now. Dispro draws the foul on Hankins. So Mr. Ford Dispro only had 2 points in the first quarter or first half. He averages 10. He is a good guy to have at the free throw line.
He certainly is.
67%.
So South Brunswick 0 of 5 from the free throw line. I think West Brunswick head coach Aaron Taylor thought Quincy Hankins defended that one perfectly, arguing that he went straight up. Dispro will try to pull South within 8 with a made free throw here. Oh, and that one rattles out, but it ends up in the hands of Mcneill, who got it back to Dispro, and South maintains possession.
Yeah, good work by Rashad McNeil that time, maintaining possession for South.
South 0 of 6 from the free throw line. West 4 of 8. Haven't attempted one yet in the second half.
Well, that West zone is very active.
Now Dispro trying to get into the middle of it. Look, South resets. Gets it into Clemens. Up and over the outstretched arm of Hankins and in. Clemens quietly having a really nice night. He's got 6. Pope again. Bingo! Carson Pope having a game of his life here. He's got 11, 2 3-pointers in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter, and that's a walk.
3.
Now, Jay, I didn't think Cox had possession of it yet. I thought he was still trying to corral it. But
3,
I'm not an official. Go ahead, Jay Bird.
No, I was just going to say for Pope, 3 3-point shots tonight. But you know what? I credit Coach Taylor for probably at the halftime telling him, hey, look, dude, keep shooting that triple because you've been all over that bucket.
Oh, I thought he was going to fire another one.
And
and look at that aggressive drive. When they come out to close out on you, drive by them, take it in strong, and get to the stripe, right?
You took the words right out of my mouth, Samuel, and that's exactly what happens when you got a guy that starts to make some shots from the outside. You got to get out on him, and when you do, you put the ball down on the floor and get to the hoop, and that's what Carson did that time.
Oh, Carson Pope, that one touched about every inch of the rim.
That is.
Boy, Jay, he's got 12. West Brunswick's lead is 11. I was going to say if it missed, maybe he should back up and shoot him from beyond the arc, right?
That's some good living on the part of Carson Pope to get that one to fall.
So Pope is perfect so far in the third quarter. In the third quarter alone, it's Carson Pope 8, South Brunswick 2. And he makes a good defensive play going straight up. Here comes Cobb. This is always fun to watch.
Good night.
Oh, good pass. Quincy Hankins was fouled on the way up. Jay, he's in some pain. Either that or he's a fantastic actor because he's grimacing every time he has any contact. He's really grimacing.
You can tell he is definitely favoring that left arm. Take nothing away from Cobb on that pass. How does he do that? I do not know.
And
But
Jay, you want to, if I could just make a quick observation, I think that's one, even last year or the year before, that J.J. Cobb goes and tries to lay up in traffic.
Or
This
throws it
year,
away, one of the two.
Right, this year he slows himself down, makes a good entry pass.
I just realized Hankins left-handed, Sam.
Yep. Oh,
So
look.
he really probably needs to come out.
Yeah.
He didn't even hit the basket.
Yeah,
that
Jay,
time.
I just don't know what his range of motion is like, but he's so tall and long and creates such havoc defensively. They fouled JJ. That's a timeout. Hey, Jay, do you like the timeout call by Aaron Taylor there with Cobb in trouble and on the ground in front of us?
I would say that JJ at that point did not look like he was in a very strong position, so he needed some help, and Coach Taylor gave it to him with the timeout.
So Jay, West.
It's 8-2 in the quarter for Pope against South, right?
West is, I'm showing 6 of 12.
Free throws?
From the free throw line,
Yeah.
and South Brunswick, Jay, still looking for its first point of the night from the free throw line.
Well,
0 of 6.
And as a team, they shoot 51%, they being South Brunswick, from the free throw line. Not great, but, unfortunately, we've seen a lot worse this season. West Brunswick, on the other hand, 58% from the charity stripe this season. Another thing, we were talking about the number of shots a game in the girls' game and the big imbalance between West and South. Not so much between these two teams. Sam, they each take, on average, after all season, 43 shots a game.
How about that?
That's really crazy.
Jay, that's got to be something.
Well,
I don't know what it is, out of bounds, foul, some kind.
Jordan Davis pretty aggressive there and didn't get called with the foul.
Oh, did he just knock it out of bounds? Okay. McCall, the trigger man, he's got nobody. 5 seconds, partner.
Well, I was joking before, I think Disbro's grown 6 inches since September. Ask Jordan McCall, he'll probably agree.
Yeah, long.
Could not see over top of him.
I've really been impressed by number 5, Jalen Clemens, tonight. I heard this week that's blocked. That ball was blocked. Jordan Davis, active, man. McCall, no, you cannot
you can't
try
do
to
that.
dribble out of that. Nope. Got away with it there.
Yep.
But, Jay, trying to make a play, you can live with that.
Well, yeah,
You're going to make a mistake, do it like your hair's on fire.
You love the aggressive and the confidence that McCall has, for sure.
Yeah, and Jay, it also allows West to play Cobb off the ball some, where the ball's not in his hands all the time. That time McCall missed the driving runner. Disbro working on McCall. Bishop Brown in for South Brunswick along with Caleb Bernard, number 22, Jordan Todd, and Jordan Davis, 24.
South needs a bucket, Sam. Just haven't been able to get on track here in the quarter.
Jay Bernard hasn't had anything since those 2 early threes, does he? That's the shot you want, right there. Cannot draw it up any better. Disbro steps into and buries a 15-foot jumper to pull South within 10. It's West 34, South 24.
Yeah, put the ball down on the floor very nicely that time. Very confident shot by Ford Disbro. Only down 10. And certainly we've got the crowd on their side, wouldn't you say, Sam?
Yep, no doubt. The always clever offense versus defense chance. And Quincy Hankins couldn't get Jay. That's 3 shots in a row and two of those free throws that he couldn't quite get to the rim. We'll keep an eye on these free throw attempts. If you're just joining us, Hankins injured his shoulder, it appears, in the first half, or it appeared, and has been grimacing in pain since. That was a better looking stroke, but drew front iron, hit the back of the iron, and then bounced out. So West now 6 of 13 from the strike. make that 6 of 14. So both teams struggling mightily from the charity stripe tonight. Oh, a good pass. Jordan Todd couldn't get it to go. A strong rebound by Quincy Hankins.
Nice effort by Todd that time, and you're right, Sam, an excellent pass, but Jordan just couldn't get it to drop. Oh, my.
J.J. Cobb puts on the afterburners, lays it off the glass and in, and West Brunswick has a 12-point lead at 36-24.
Well, you cannot teach quick, and he being J.J. Cobb is some kind of ultra quick on this basketball floor. So Hankins is out, Daniels in. Now Daniels has got 3 fouls, and got to be careful if you're Kevon Daniels.
Jay, there was some kind of I don't know what the confusion was there. West had to rearrange some things defensively. Oh, a good job of breaking the press. Disbro lays it up in. Disbro coming alive in the third quarter. Cuts the West lead back to 10.
He's going to be where most of their points come from, Sam, so Ford's going to have to step it up here.
Jay, West trying to get the ball to Cobb as South has moved to a man-to-man. And Cobb always difficult to guard one-on-one. Oh, that's Pope, right wing. That one rims out. Disbro with the defensive board, and he slows it up as he crosses the timeline.
Nice rebound by Disbro. Averages 5 boards a game. Quick hands.
There's
by
Cobb.
McCall.
And then McCall lost it over on the baseline. I kind of got shielded there, Jay. It just looked like he had it, and all of a sudden it was coming the other way.
Yeah, South dodged a bullet that time.
Yep, had an open layup, it looked like, and what would have given him a 12-point lead. Instead, South has got it.
Gonna give it to him?
Oh, counted the shot.
Gonna give it to him? Gonna give it to him. Him being Bishop Brown, the senior.
Bishop Brown, number 0, gets in the scorebook. And Jay, you look up, and South has a chance to make it a 7-point game. Instead, it's a lane violation against Bishop Brown, and West maintains its 8-point lead. It'll be Trojan ball out of bounds. Jay, check this out. Looks like a full court pressure look from South. Maybe some kind of 2-2-1.
Well, picking up the pressure is something that West is not adverse to, Sam. They like to play up and down. Hope.
Oh, we got held, Jay.
Smart play by Brown that time.
Yep. And then Bimbo lost it. Then Bimbo took it back. Now Daniels has got it. And now he's going to go get his 4th foul.
Oh, be careful. Did he pick it up?
Yep.
Did he pick it up? Kevon says, I got all ball. The official said, you got all ball, but you got a little bit of body too, son. So that is 4 fouls on Kevon Daniels, the leading scorer of West Brunswick, or for West Brunswick.
And Jay, if I may, regardless of whether he thinks he tied him up, you can't even give them the opportunity to call that right there. It's the 3rd foul tonight in which he's missed a shot, and out of frustration went to grab, try to force a top or grab the ball from South, and was whistled for a foul some 90 feet away from the basket. Blocked. And now that's a foul on South. And again, Jay, probably pretty fortunate, as it looked like it was going to lead to a run out on the other end.
And is that Cobb down?
Yep.
Well, first of all, great block by Hankins that time. He used his right arm, by the way.
Yep.
And then the ensuing scramble for the ball, J.J. Cobb hits the floor hard. So a little bit of a timeout here while the medical staff attends to junior J.J. Cobb.
Jay, there has been a lot going on in this ball game.
Yeah.
Particularly, since the very start.
Cobb, which way is he going to turn? Is he going to turn through the doors? Nope, he's going to make his way back up to the bench. So.
It's his hand, Jay. He's kind of, stretching his hand, it looks like, his right hand.
hopefully he's going to be okay. If you're a West Brunswick fan, you want to have J.J. Cobb in the game as much as you can.
Boy, Jay, an important stretch here with 1:07 left in the third. West has no Cobb and no Daniels on the floor. Daniels averaging 15, Cobb averaging 9. Big moment here for maybe Carson Pope or Savion Meters to step up and provide some scoring punch.
And the kid with the ball, McCall's going to have to do an extra special job here.
Oh, what a big-time shot-making play by Savion Metters. Just buries it in the face of Bishop Brown, and the Trojan lead is 10.
Had not scored since his threes in the first quarter.
Bishop Brown answers on the other end with a driving layup. 40 seconds left in the third. West leads by 8.
Boy, it is sticky inside, Sam.
Savion Metters plus the foul. Oh, Jay is getting chippy.
Whoa.
That was the shot counts, partner, and the blocking foul called against Bishop Brown. So Meters, with arguably, Jay, the 2 biggest buckets of the game on back-to-back possessions, has a chance to make this a old-fashioned three-point play and would push the West lead to 11 with a make. He misses, and it'll stay 40-30.
South really needs a bucket here, Sam. They have fallen back to 10, only at 6 at the half.
Jay, I'm completely blocked out, partner, so any help is appreciated. 8 seconds left in the third quarter.
Bembo with a nice board.
Oh, he's got a look. Pope from distance. Missed everything. Hankins got the rebound, and the third quarter clock expired. Pretty good look, Jay, for an end-of-quarter situation. So West outscores South in the third quarter 14-10 and extends that 6-point halftime lead to 10 here. 8 minutes of what will be a lot of fun game action left from Bowling Spring Lakes. Entering the fourth, West Brunswick 40, South Brunswick 30. And we're back for the start of the fourth quarter. It'll be South Brunswick basketball to start the period. West Brunswick with a 40-30 lead. South will have to outscore the Trojans by 10 in the fourth to force overtime, or by 11 or more to come up with a victory. It's Clemens, Todd, Bernard, Brown, and Disbro for the Cougars. McCall, Meters, Bimbo, Hankins, and Carson Pope for the Trojans.
And
foul called against 32. I believe the foul was called against Carson Pope. That'll be West Brunswick's 5th team foul. South Brunswick has 6. Big Demarius Wise checking into the game for number 22, Jordan Todd.
Bishop Brown with an excellent drive to the basket that time. Could not convert, but South maintains possession.
Disbro can shoot it.
Should get that.
Boom for Disbro with a huge 3 to start the fourth quarter. West just left him, and Disbro stepped into it and buried it. It's a 7-point ball game.
So many times, Sam, the kid that brings the ball in out of bounds is open if you'll just give it back to him, and that's exactly what South Brunswick did then.
Meters made a couple really big shots there late in the third quarter. West nearly lost that one out of bounds. Bimbo thought about it, passed it out to Hankins. He's going to drive on Wise. Mid-range jumper, silky. Quincy Hankins, Jay, how about that timing for his first points of the night?
Well, arm looked pretty good on that one, Sam, so good effort by Hankins.
Yeah. Jay, you know, I'm surprised. After number 14, Sean Holmes, made a couple of early threes, we haven't seen him play much since. Number 14 for South.
He had the 2 threes in the first half. Yeah, did not score in the third quarter, and I'm not sure he even played, Sam. You're right. Hard to keep up with him. Lots of substitutions and a pretty frantic pace here.
Yeah, a lot of kids have played a lot of minutes. Meters mid-range jumper, that one misses to the left. And Ford knocks over Demarius Wise somehow.
That's not easy to do.
On the rebound attempt.
Not easy to do.
Oh, good catch. Look at
out.
the hands by the big guy. And that's just length right there. Man, Hankins played that perfectly, didn't he?
Boy, he did. The pass back outside would have given one of the South kids an open shot.
McCall's got to go. He could get a 10. Okay, and he got it. Plenty of time.
Jordan just taking his time.
Oh, what a drive by number 11, Jordan McCall.
How in the world?
A huge first bucket of the game.
You know, he's kind of stoic out there. He doesn't show you a lot of emotion in his face, but I think underneath he had to be happy with that one.
Brown drives. Oh, good look. And a big D Wise lays it up and in. South showing a lot of fight here in the second half. 5:16 left. It's a 9-point ball game.
They're not quitting. They're not quitting. Brown really has helped them tonight, Sam.
Watch the 5-second call. Savion Metters with a baseline drive. Layup off the glass. Having a big second half for the Trojans.
Cannot give the baseline, Sam. One of the cardinal rules of defense is don't give the opponent the baseline.
Disbro again. Jay had to shoot that one over the head of Carson Pope. The long rebound went right to D. Wise, who lays it up again. Wise has all 4 of his points in the fourth quarter. And Jay, the pace is picked back up with 4.5 minutes left in the game. West leading by 9.
Turned out to be a good pass that time to Wise, using that big body.
Jay, what are you trying to accomplish offensively if you're the Trojans?
Well, Sam, they've pretty much been able to get their shots here this evening. So continue on, right? Penetrate, kick. If you can find Pope to step out and shoot the 3, which he's been really well doing that tonight with 3 of them.
So, Jay, we got a timeout on the floor. And if it's all right with you, my partner, I'd like to recognize these seniors on the men's basketball team for South Brunswick who were honored prior to the game on senior night here in Bowling Spring Lakes. Bishop Brown, a senior guard. Tony Cox, another senior guard. Jalen Clemens, the senior forward. Shelton Bocook, another senior forward. Sean Holmes and Ford Disbro, both senior guards. Jordan Todd, Isaiah McNeil, both senior forwards. And then, Jay, a guy we've come to know and love, Danny Parker. Haven't got to see him, unfortunately, this basketball season. But, boy, me, you, Aaron, Nate, opposing coaches in the Mid-Eastern Conference saw plenty of Danny Parker during football season.
He will go down as one of my all-time favorite football players, right? Because this kid did every darn thing there was on the football field.
Yep.
Offense, defense, special teams, and just, a thrill a minute. And we talked to his mom between games tonight. He's kind of recovered from that hammy, which was devastating. And he's going to go to Wingate, which I'll tell you what, Wingate got a good one in him.
Bimbo, for the second time in the second half, misses the front end of a 1-and-1. And that would have extended a make there. At least one would have put the West lead back to 10. Instead, it's a 9-point game. And South Brunswick's got possession just over the 4-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Still no Cobb and Daniels. Oh, excuse me, Cobb is back in the game for West Brunswick. Sorry, I didn't see him out there. Cobb came in for McCall during the break. So for West, it's Cobb, Bimbo, Meters, Hankins, and Carson Pope. For South, it's Wise, Disbro, Bernard, Clemens, and Tony Cox. Short on the three. That's off of Pope. Yep. Great hustle play by number 2, Tony Cox, the senior, just still in a possession for South Brunswick. Looked like Pope was going to have the board, and Cox knocked it off of Pope and out of bounds.
Still a lot of time, but
there's the look. That's what you want.
That's a nice one.
Disbro from the corner. South Brunswick is within 6. Disbro's got 12.
You got to be looking for the shot just a little bit more, and that's what Ford Disbro has done the last couple of trips down.
Oh, a good pass, and West lost it. Out of bounds off of Disbro. It'll stay with West, but boy, it looked like West might have a layup for a second. Disbro got in there and got his hands on it.
Pretty clever hook pass by Savion Metters that time.
Well, if you'd have told South Brunswick that more than midway through the 4th and Kevon Daniels would only have 8 points, I believe you take that if you're head coach Justin Bradley. Oh, I thought Daniels nailed it. Got it back somehow. Off the glass, still no good. And Disbro comes up with the rebound. Boy, Hankins really thought he should have made that second attempt.
They hit a bucket here. This place is going to go crazy.
Long way to go in this game, folks. West leads by 6, but a long way to go. Jalen Clemens off the glass and in. South is within 4. The closest the Cougars have been in quite some time, partner. Oh, boy.
Ooh. Oh. Coach Justin Bradley came 10 feet out on the court that time in one step. Did not agree with that call. Cobb, who has perfect 2 for 2 from the line tonight, is going to get a chance to shoot a pair.
These are huge.
Oh, yeah. What are we going to play here? A little bit of, I don't know. Going to keep, I'd keep the big guy in the game if you can. Well, maybe not. DY says, make up your mind, coach. Man, it's hard for me to get going.
So
yeah,
Cobb,
these are big
remember,
free throws,
this is a shooting foul. It's a shooting foul, 2 shots. All the players are lined up like it's a 1-and-1, and they jumped in on the shot like it was a 1-and-1, but it was a shooting foul. So regardless of the result of that one, Cobb was going to get a pair. He happened to make it, so it's a moot point. Lead is back to 5. Pope with a huge rebound. Oh, I thought he had a layup.
I thought I heard a whistle.
It was on the floor, so now Cobb will shoot the front end of a 1-and-1, Jay Bird.
Boy, it is loud, as we've said several times here tonight, and it's getting even hard to hear the whistle, Sam. J.J. Cobb, 56% from the free throw line. Coming into tonight's game, he is
3 of 4 tonight.
3 of 4, so.
West lead is 5, 47-42. We've still got 2:55 left in the ball game. This is a 1-and-1. That was only the 9th team foul, and it's a miss. Tony Cox saves it before it goes out of bounds.
You think that senior's not throwing his body around tonight?
Disbro, South's got an advantage.
Needs it.
Oh. Foul on the shot. Yep, they got him.
Savion said, no.
Yep.
All ball, ref. Not really. Tony Cox, Sam. One of these seniors that, last time he's going to play in this gym.
And he rattles it in. It's again a 4-point game.
20% from the free throw line this season. Not a prolific shooter by any means, right?
Made a big one there. Chance to make it a 1-possession game. Rims out. Pope with the rebound and throws it away. Jay, he's got to hold on to that ball for a full second longer.
Yeah.
Collect himself.
He just got a little excited, got a little ahead of himself. Made a great rebound.
Sure did. Absolutely did.
See if South can take advantage of it. A bucket here, and again, the place goes nuts.
Oh, West nearly came up with a steal. Disbro's going to fire. Bingo for Disbro! His 3rd 3 of the 4th quarter.
And now if you're West.
Oh, Jay, there was some confusion if South called a timeout.
What do we got?
It's a 1-point game. The referee thought South called a timeout on the floor, and it did not. So we play on. West leads by 1, 2:20 left in the ball game.
And this is why they play the game, Sam. This is why. Look at
He got fouled on the way up. Yeah.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Disbro, 3 triples in the fourth quarter. He is up to 15. We said he might be the guy that, has to do it for South, and holy moly, he has stepped up.
He's got 15 to match his jersey number. Big free throws from the junior J.J. Cobb. Boy, and he stepped up there and buried that one after missing his last 2. He's 2 of 4 in the fourth quarter, 4 of 6 from the line for the game. And, Jay, if nothing else, it allows West to breathe a little bit, right?
Yeah.
At least you got increase the lead a bit.
And for South, even if J.J. makes this free throw, it's still a one-possession game with a lot of time here to play, 2 minutes, 14 seconds.
Cobb knocks in a pair, 2 of the biggest free throws of his young career. And Aaron Taylor, the West Brunswick head coach, wants a timeout. West Brunswick 49, South Brunswick 46. Jay, it was a 40-30 game going into this quarter. South has outscored West in the frame 16-9 to pull within 3. What are you looking to do here if you're Justin Bradley? I'm drawing up one for my man Disbro here, the way he shot the ball this fourth quarter.
Obviously you would think, particularly the way Ford has shot here, in the last 6 minutes of this game, you would think they'd try to figure out ways to get the ball to him. But the good news is for South is that you got plenty of time. You got 2 minutes and 14 seconds, so you're wide open offensively. If you can get the ball inside, do it. If you can set up Disbro for a 3, do it. Demarius Wise has come back in the game, and he's been a physical presence inside for sure. And, it's been a long time, but looking out on the court now, who is it? Number 10, Caleb Bernard, the sophomore, started out with a pair of 3s in the first quarter. He has not scored since. Maybe he's got a couple of buckets left in him, Sam.
2:08 showing on the game clock. West 49, South 46. Meters guarding Disbro on the left wing.
I mean, Wise and Pope are just going at each other inside.
Boy, poor Carson. Wise is a load down there.
Like the patience of South, though. Not, in a hurry, but not that big a hurry.
Yep, don't force it. Get what you want, right? No shot clock, no reason to force anything. Oh, they got a weak side layup. Tony Cox had, well short. Wise with the board. Demarius Wise with the offensive rebound and putback. Again, it's a 1-point game.
The big boy has really paid dividends here in the fourth quarter. 6 points. So big, so strong inside. Ooh. JJ just bounced right off of Wise. Wise didn't even know it.
1:10 left in the game. West has a 1-point lead. 49-48, 1:05 left. Oh, he picked up his dribble.
Not a good thing.
And a steal. Disbro lays it up and in. He's got 11 in the fourth quarter. South leads by 1. Jay, what happened, partner?
I think we got a foul on
South Brunswick. West is going to shoot 2. Tony Cox was whistled for a foul on Cobb as he was dribbling the ball up the court. So J.J. Cobb with a chance to shoot a pair of free throws and tie the game or give West the lead.
Boy, what a great job Disbro did on that layup to give the lead. Really played with great patience and poise.
Boy, Jay, I tell you what, that's so impressive for a young kid to do what Cobb just did.
I always, the timeout for South Brunswick, Sam, we've said this many times, with regard to free throws, you look at their numbers, but then what you really want to look at is in the fourth quarter, 53.9 seconds left.
And you need one to tie in your rivalry game with everyone in the gym rooting for you to miss it.
This kid's just hit 3 straight free throws, this kid being J.J. Cobb. But back to Disbro. What's he got here in the quarter, Sam? 11?
He's got 11 in the quarter, 17 for the game.
But that last drive, you talk about a kid who's a senior, and has just kind of matured and gotten better every year, which is exactly what you expect these kids to do. But he showed great poise and patience, took his time, knew he had to get to the basket, and he did, and of course then converted. That was an outstanding play by Disbro, and wow, 50-50, dude.
Jay, it was so loud when that shot went in.
Great.
5 seconds later, or probably 3 seconds later, a foul was called against Tony Cox, and I had no idea.
We had no idea.
None.
Right.
You could not hear the whistle at all in this gym.
Nope.
I think the only person who knew what was going on was the referee. He called a foul. It was just so loud you couldn't hear it.
And credit to the officials for, it's so easy to get distracted, right? It's so easy. These guys got their heads in the game, this crew, and they got 54 seconds to go here. It's going to be an exciting finish, I think.
Yep, no doubt. So a free throw would give West Brunswick the lead, and Cobb steps up and buries it. He's made 5 free throws in the fourth quarter. He's got 14 for the game.
Look, a little full court pressure by West Brunswick.
And they get it into Wise.
Look at Daniels.
Good job
fouls
by Jalen Clemens settling down and getting the ball to Disbro.
Go all the way.
Disbro up and in. He's got 13 and gives West the lead again.
He's getting pretty good at winning these games with these last-minute shots, Sam. Could there be another one?
30 seconds left. Cobb's got it for West. J.J. Cobb lays it up and in. It's Cobb against Disbro. And we got a timeout on the floor after the made shot. J.J. Cobb dribbles right around Demarius Wise, lays it up and in. Everyone else leave for Disbro. J.J. Cobb 101 to 11. And the winner, their team gets credit for the victory. What a fourth quarter this has been.
Holy cow. Man, you can't make this stuff up, Sam. This is Hollywood.
This is so good.
This is Hoosiers, right? This is everything you want.
So, Jay, if I'm head coach Aaron Taylor, do you consider when Disbro gets the ball on the perimeter, and you know he will on this upcoming possession, do you run 2 guys at him and make somebody else beat you?
Well, yeah, if you can figure that out. Now, Disbro is a pretty smart player in addition to being right now got the hot hand. And I think if he sees 2 guys come at him, he knows one guy's got to be open, and he'll try to figure out a way to get it to him. But a lot of things that can go on here right now with 26 and a half seconds to go. 53 West, 52 South. And by the way, don't forget, folks, this is a 6-7 team against a 4-9 team, right? I mean, and they're going at it like it's the 7th game of the championship series.
26 and a half seconds left. Disbro drives, but he kicks it back out to Bishop Brown. Wise has got it. He thought about it. Now Clemens has got it. Meters guarding forward. Fade away jumper.
He got it.
Nothing but net. 10 seconds left. South up by 1. And West Brunswick wants a timeout to draw it up. Potentially the 3rd game-winning shot of the second half of the season for number 15 for Disbro. Stepped up and buried it.
This ain't right, because I got to stop now because I can't see because I got tears in my eyes.
I'm telling you, it's like Hoosiers, incredible. Right?
15 points in the fourth quarter.
21 for the game now. Remember, Jay, he entered the fourth quarter with 6.
Yep. Yeah, and he only had 2 at the half, Sam.
Oh, good call. So 19 of his 21 have come in the second half alone.
This is why, if you don't like this, if you don't love this, man, you ain't got a pulse.
No.
I mean, this is why people fall in love with high school sports. And Ford Disbro is having a great time to have perhaps the game of his life here tonight, his last game as a senior here at South Brunswick in this gym. And, man, he kind of saved his best for last. I've been telling you for 4 years the kid needs to shoot more.
And, Jay, remember, West with the ball down 1 has a chance to win it here.
And Cobb can get the length of the court real quick.
Bimbo's got it. It goes into Darian Bimbo.
And they got a timeout.
And there's going to be a timeout called with 6 seconds left. And, Jay, back to our earlier conversation about the Roy Williams, Dean Smith philosophy. One of the reasons behind having these timeouts in your cachet is for these end-of-game situations where you want to draw something up, get your guys organized, and get the shot you want. You burn all those early to stop runs. You don't have them, and so now West Brunswick and South Brunswick have a chance to get what they want in the huddle and get their guys on the same page, right?
So, you're right, Sam, absolutely. Looking at West here in the fourth quarter, I mean, it's been Cobb 5 free throws in a bucket by Metters, a bucket by McCall, and a bucket, I believe, by Hankins. So what do you do with 6 seconds? I think what you want to do is get it to the guy on the court that has the best chance of getting to the basket, right?
Absolutely.
And that's Cobb or that's Daniels, I'm guessing. And if they can't make a shot, you want them to at least draw a foul.
Yep. 6 seconds left. West Brunswick down by 1. Cobb's got it.
Trouble.
He got fouled. Bimbo got fouled with 0.8 seconds left on the clock. Darian Bimbo will go to the line for a pair. And, Jay, that is exactly why you want to drive the ball to the basket. You draw attention and can dish it off.
Now, Bimbo.
Boy, he struggled from the line tonight. 0 of 2 so far. Nope. Bimbo missed the first.
This is really, really hard. And Justin Bradley, coach of South, calls a timeout.
Boy, Jay, I feel for him. If I'm being honest, I'm glad it's not me is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jay's thinking not me. I'd step up there and bury both of them.
No, I already told you I can't do the game because I'm crying, right? Here I am, 71 years old and balling like a baby watching these kids play. Let me look real quick at Bimbo from a free throw perspective, Sam. He has only shot 2 out of 6. Now, whatever he's got here this evening, he's missed 2. He's got another one. So he really, when we say 33%, that's why you got to look behind the numbers sometimes. He really hasn't been to the line that much. But there'll be never in this young man's career up till now a more important free throw than the one that Darian Bimbo has. Now look, 0.8. Who you got in there for West?
Hankins and Daniels in for a potential tip.
Okay, they got to go up strong and quick.
Here it is, folks. Darian Bimbo with his second free throw, a chance to tie the game. He missed. No, he's in. Darian Bimbo up, around and in. South still got a chance to win it, partner.
We got overtime.
Dispro from distance. It's up. Oh, he gave it a good. It wouldn't have counted anyway. Referee said it wouldn't have counted anyway. Jay, that free throw hit the back iron, went straight up into the rafters, came back down, hit again, rattled around, and dropped through. What a clutch free throw.
Oh, my.
I even think I said on the air, he missed it as it hit the rim again and dropped through finally.
Hey, let's play another 4, dude. Let's play another 4. We got no room on the score sheet, Sam, so you're on your own.
Jay, Ernie Banks said one time, it's a beautiful day. This was about baseball.
Yeah.
Let's play 2.
Yeah, well,
let's do this again tonight.
Oh, gosh, and hey, let's do this again next week over at Brunswick Community College with the Middies Conference Tournament. Girls, guys, every day of the week. Go over there and see it, and if you can't, you can watch it here on Focus Broadband. But, wow, what a great game. Jeez.
54-54. Cobb had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 in the fourth quarter. Finished regulation with 16. Kavon Daniels has 8. 12 for Savion Meters, 1, and maybe the most important 1 point for Darian Bimbo, Sam, 2 for Jordan McCall, 13 for Pope, 2 for Hankins.
The big number, 24 points in the fourth quarter by South. They scored 24 points. They only had 30 up until that time.
I mean, Jay, West scored 14. That was the second most it scored in a quarter tonight, along with the third quarter. It's not like West just went stone cold. Dispro just couldn't miss.
3, 6, 9, 11, 13, 15 fourth quarter points for Fort Dispro. Wow. Man, damn.
Bimbo chased it down. Way too strong.
Ooh,
Boy, Carson Pope took a hard fall, no whistle, and South Brunswick comes away with it. 3:48 left. Bernard can shoot it.
boom.
Bingo from the corner. Caleb Bernard, his first bucket since the first quarter, and South is up by 3.
All he's had tonight are threes. Plenty of time. Don't have to be in a hurry if you're West Brunswick.
A lot of time left. A lot of time left.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Kevon Daniels with a strong drive to the basket, lays it up and in. He's now got 10, and West is pulled within 1.
Boy, some things the body's not supposed to do unless your body's Kevon Daniels.
I just don't know how he got where he got without walking. It's just so impressive. This bro's going to can one if they're not careful.
Yes. Oh, he missed it. Well, look at the big guy inside.
Wise and 1 plus the harm. West Brunswick couldn't come up with a defensive rebound after 3 straight South Brunswick misses, and it's a 3-point game.
Sam, if South Brunswick is able to win this game tonight, obviously the star is Disbro, but the guy behind the scenes that's merely made it happen is the guy at the line right now, Demarius Wise. He had 6 points in that fourth quarter. He's got this bucket here and a chance to make a 3-point play. He's a 66% free throw shooter.
Yeah, good lane violation.
Look at that.
Lane violation against South Brunswick.
All came off.
It doesn't count. It was a 5. Jalen Clemens, he stepped in a little bit early.
Oh boy, mistake.
This game has had just a little bit of I think it has had everything.
I think so too.
Including a free throw that never came down.
Yeah.
Until it did.
Let's see what happens with that free throw that went in and they, took it away.
Yep, something to keep an eye on, partner.
It's good defense that time. Cobb had a little bit of the lane, but they pushed him out and he had to kick it back outside.
Jay, number 15, Martavius Stanley's in the game for the first time, if I'm not mistaken.
This is a big kid.
Quincy Hankins lays it up and in. 1-point game, South 59, West Brunswick 58.
There is some bodies inside now for West with Stanley in the game.
Oh, maybe a rebounding thing. Yeah, with West's inability to get that defensive rebound, maybe they bring Stanley in to help on the glass.
Well, particularly Wise is out. He'll be going back in.
Tip pass and a steal.
So Stanley, a steal already, an assist already.
Yep. Made a good entry pass. Here comes Cobb. Back to Daniels. Daniels thought about it.
Gee, many Christmas
and
Day.
He got fouled on the way to the rim. Kevon Daniels with 1:35 left will go to the charity stripe for 2 shots with West Brunswick down by 1.
Holy manoli. You just can't do that. You can't. Your body can't go 2 different ways at 2 different directions at the same time, but yet Daniels can.
I don't know how he does it.
I don't either.
This first free throw would tie the game if he can connect, and he does. Boy, I tell you what, West has made the free throws when they've counted, aside from Bimbo missing the first of 2 there at the end of the game.
It has really kind of saved their soul here tonight. Absent that, this game would have been over in regulation. Watch Wise and Stanley and Hankins go at each other inside.
Daniels to give West the lead. He knocks it in, so he makes both free throws, and West has scored 4 straight, partner, after the Wise free throw was wiped off. Oh, good look from Disbro into Clemens. Cox thought about it. Disbro for the lead. Bingo! Every time South needs a big shot, Disbro steps up and buries one. Cougars lead by 2.
4 threes for 4 Disbro. Everybody's driving a Ford tonight, Sam.
They're clearing out for Daniels, partner.
That's a smart move on Kevon's part.
Oh, Jay, I thought he walked. The referees did not. Here comes Daniels on the clear out. Hankins with the offensive rebound and the putback, and that ties the game at 62. Jay, this is too good. This is just too good. We're not good enough for this. We don't deserve this.
No, I know I don't, Sam.
Oh,
Hickman.
this is just so much fun. Jay, you take it.
Well,
you take this timeout.
It's been such a screwed up basketball season. I mean, hasn't it? I mean,
It
come
has,
on, man.
for us included.
We did a game the second week of December. We didn't do another game until like the end of January. And you know, there was holidays and COVID and ice storms and snowstorms and all this nonsense. And I'm saying now, maybe it was well worth the wait for what we have seen here this evening.
We had to endure the COVID pauses and the ice storm and everything, and it all culminated with a regular season finale that may be the best basketball game we've ever done together.
Well, yeah, it would be right up there, and as far as I'm concerned, I can only remember what happened a few minutes ago, and that's this one, and it's been great. It's been entertaining. You really don't want anybody to lose, and guess what? Nobody loses this game tonight. Somebody just ends up scoring one more point.
No, Cobb is quick, but Dispro's got a huge height advantage. Oh, he found a man, Clemens!
Was there a foul?
Called. Shooting foul was called against West Brunswick.
Wow. Dispro with a great pass.
And
nice
it was
catch.
against Meters. So Jalen Clemens will go to the line with 29.7 left, a chance to put South Brunswick in front.
And he'll be shooting two, of course.
Oh, he missed the first, partner. 29.7 seconds left. Aaron Taylor imploring his forwards, Hankins and Stanley, and Daniels and Meters to box out. Clemens can still give South the lead with a made free throw here.
Yeah, Stanley and Wise, watch them.
Buried it. Jalen Clemens steps up and buries one when he needed it most. What do we have here?
What do we got, Sam?
A lane violation.
Oh, no.
It doesn't count. It was wiped off.
Oh, my gracious. That's two of them.
That's the second one in overtime.
Oh,
That's
Sam.
been wiped away by a lane violation.
Sam.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. Do you know who it was on? I had my head down checking the score sheet. Who was it on?
Oh,
I guess it doesn't matter.
I think it was Tony Cox, but I didn't get a good look at it.
Still plenty of time, 30 seconds. And everybody get out of the way of Cobb.
Yep, 25 seconds left. We're tied up at 62. Hankins fouled! Got the shot to go! Plus the harm! West takes a 2-point lead, and Quincy Hankins will have a chance to make it three with 20 seconds left in the ball game.
Quincy Hankins, the kid we were trying to take out of the game, send him to the hospital. He was in such severe pain. But wow, has he stepped up here in this overtime period? That's his third basket, Sam?
This game has been so wild, I forgot that he hurt his shoulder at one point tonight.
Yeah, and I did he shoot that with his right hand or left hand that time?
I think when he got fouled, he just kind of put it up two-handed, kind of a
maybe,
shot put, and got it to go.
You know, an important
huge free throw. Huge free throw. If he misses and South gets it, South can still move ahead with a three. Free throws up. Oh, and Hankins just absolutely
he crushed that.
Smoothed it.
He crushed that. No problem for Quincy Hankins.
Did South call its overtime timeout?
Well,
Jay, what's going on?
I'm not sure.
South didn't have a timeout, I don't think, but the players came over to the huddle. I don't know.
Aaron Taylor, I think, maybe arguing that if a timeout was called, that would be a technical if, in fact,
they're out. Yeah. Either way, South Brunswick now down three. 18 seconds left in the game. Dispro working against Cobb.
Oh, I guess they have one.
I guess they have one. So Aaron
Taylor
was a
good one.
Aaron Taylor was signaling like a travel
maybe.
he was doing this, and I Oh, I think he was saying we were making a substitution. They shouldn't be allowed to go to the bench and congregate, but that's me speculating. Jay, set up the final 12 seconds. Quincy Hankins gave West a 3-point lead with a 3-point play. And South's got the ball.
You know, you like these situations if you got the ball and you're only down 2 instead of 3, because I always like to put the onus on the officials and put the onus on the defensive team, right? Drive to the basket, and at least if you can't make the basket, get fouled. That works well if you're down 2. If you're down 3, unless you make that basket and get fouled, I don't know. So
and again, in high school basketball, West could concede the 2, let the ball kind of, come slowly through the net, take your time taking it out.
The first things first, the most important thing is to get the ball in bounds, right, which is sometimes harder to do than you'd think.
Jay, they've got McCall on Disbro. I wonder if it's because McCall's a little longer. The length might present more of an issue.
We'll see. Very good one-on-one defender.
I don't know if it matters what they do against Disbro in this fourth quarter. He's going to get a look. Oh, Jay. Demarius Wise took a 3-point attempt. Jay, both teams out of timeouts. West up by 3 with the ball. 2 seconds left.
You're South, you got to foul. You got to foul immediately.
Jay, that's it. It's over. The game clock's going to run out. Wow, West Brunswick 65-62 winners over the South Brunswick Cougars in an overtime thriller. And, Jay, what a ball game. Here we go. Good to see. Good to see the teams going through the handshake lines. A heck of a high school basketball game. And, Jay, I'm not sure I've ever felt worse for a single player in a game than I do South Brunswick's for Disbro right now. South Brunswick played well enough to win this ball game. West Brunswick just happened to make enough plays.
And the kids are going down right in front of us, Sam. And you know what? The West Brunswick kids are saying the same thing to all of the South guys, and particularly Disbro, because that was a valiant effort on the part of South Brunswick, and certainly on the back of for Disbro. What a tremendous night. What did he end up with, Sam? 3, 6,
24.
24.
He had 3 in overtime.
22 of them in the second half of play. He literally carried the Cougars on his back and gave them a shot to, even have a chance to win the game. But, man, talk a little bit about some of these West Brunswick kids who stepped up big as well.
Jay, so one odd thing from tonight. Kevon Daniels was so quiet and in foul trouble almost all night. But in overtime, it was clear the offensive plan was to clear out for Kevon Daniels, and he had a fantastic fourth quarter or overtime period with 4 points and was kind of the fulcrum of West Brunswick's offense. Jay, let's go ahead and address what will be the elephant in the room. What happened on the final South Brunswick offensive possession when they needed a 3 to tie? Of course, they don't draw one up for Demarius Wise, but time was running out. Take us through that possession.
Look, things happen, and clearly, if you were drawing it up, Justin Bradley didn't want Demarius having to take an 18-footer, but he had a pretty good look at the bucket, and he actually launched
online.
It was online. It just fell a little short, but things happen so quickly. You've got to react to the moment. The kids did as well as they could, and like I said before, one team ended up with more points tonight. That's West Brunswick, but neither one of these two teams were losers here this evening. This is about as good of a high school basketball game as one could expect, and really kind of just a perfect tee-up for the conference tournament that starts next week. One more kid who played really well, particularly in the overtime. How about the job of Quincy Hankins?
Oh, man, he was spectacular effort.
He really was, and we had him dead and buried in the first half. We thought his arm was going to fall off. I thought it had been amputated or something, right? But the kid hung in there, and Coach Taylor, had him in there when he knew he needed him most, and he did it. Martavius Stanley, the sophomore, who didn't play a lick all night, came in, I guess, in the overtime and gave quality minutes. So a real good effort. Cobb, he's got 16. Daniels with 12, and 12 for Bembo. So and 13 for Pope. Pope had 13 by the end of the third quarter. and he kept them in the game for a long, long time.
And, Jay, West Brunswick doesn't get to that overtime period without the fourth quarter heroics of J.J. Cobb. I mean, every time South went ahead with a Disbro bucket, Cobb answered on the other end.
The kid is so daggone tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 6, 5 for 7 free throws in a bucket in the fourth quarter. And
finished with 16 for the game.
He just can do so many things on the court. He's so disruptive. He is such a tough kid to defend. And wow, it's just, gosh, like I said, half the game I couldn't see because I was crying, but, tears of joy. But wow, what a great effort by two great teams. And, again, as I said earlier, maybe just the perfect setup for what I hope next week is going to be a brilliant conference tournament.
Jay, quick anecdote about Cobb. He plays receiver and wore number 7 during football season. So there's a time where me and my 5-year-old are watching huddle clips with Uncle B, and Huck says, "Number 7's fast." I said, "Yeah, you got that right."
You got that right.
And he
he
came up big in the fourth quarter. And, boy, how Ford Disbro was great for South. I mean, this was just a wonderful, wonderful high school basketball game. What else is there to say at this point?
Other than, folks, thank you for letting us come into your homes for a couple hours. Thank these kids for what a wonderful show. And come over to Brunswick Community College next week. And if you can't be there, watch us here on Focus Broadband. But it's fun. Gosh, it's fun.
And remember, folks, conference tournaments, one of these teams who doesn't get an automatic playoff berth could win a conference tournament and get a berth into the playoffs. If there's a team anywhere that's going to beat New Hanover, I better be there to see it.
That's right.
Because I would be impressed. But, boy, we're going to have a fun week next week, the games we're able to do at BCC. For Nathan Evers and Aaron Varnum, he's Jay Combs. I'm Sam Hickman. Good night from the campus of South Brunswick High School. Trojans 65, South Brunswick 62. Let's all go sleep for a couple days, and we'll see you next week.